Welcome, welcome. What is up, chat? Let's get it. We are back with another one. Let me make sure the chat's good here. Alrighty. Back again with another community live stream / esports tryouts. I think this is week 11 or something. We've been doing this since the start of 2026. So we've had a lot of Fridays. Kind of the only day that we've been doing it so far. And yeah, we'll see how it goes tonight. We'll look to try to continue to kind of build off what we've kind of been building off so far. So this is open to anybody, but we do have a set lineup to start at least, and then we can get guys in after a couple games. So we always rotate, get some new guys in after 2 games. So if you want to get in, you can you can just stand by 2 games, then you can get in. Just make sure you have me added, and then you should be able to join off me from that point. So let's get it. I think I'm playing winger. I think as long as we have everybody, I think we do. All we need is our left winger. How are we doing? How are we doing? It's another Friday. Been a crazy week for me, I guess. But we'll continue to sort of truck on through. So if there's anybody in the Discord, anybody that's waiting, that isn't going to be in now, you guys will just be on standby basically. We'll rotate some guys in. After 2. But we got a new season 4. You got a new background by EA Sports. Love to see that, right? You know, at least they can work on the backgrounds, right? At least they can work on the wallpaper and not the actual game, I guess. But all right, so we're here. We got again another 100 points into each category. So if you take a sniper, then I'm pretty much gonna be using tonight, I guess, for winger. This is what I did to it. I added more balance to it, some more shot. I already maxed out speed, agility. You've seen puck control. I raised a little bit more to my shot, slap shot power, I guess. Maxed out offensive awareness. All that kind of stuff there. If you take a look at some of my other builds, my defensive build, like for league purposes, a little bit more into, I guess, the shot really, because it was weak. Everything else here is maxed between speed, balance, and agility. Same with endurance, acceleration, right? Just kind of more slap shot power for this one. You go to here, I think it's just a little bit more to stick checking and offensive awareness, so you can get a little bit more to your defense. I like where I'm at there. More hand-eye, if you max these out, then more into durability. And then here, everything's kind of already maxed, I guess. Besides, there's no need for face-offs. There's no need for really, anything else, really. Everything else is already maxed out, but had to put the points somewhere. You go to centerman build. It's kind of the same deal. More into balance, right? And I guess the rest of the shot. More into puck control. Damn. And then slap shot power. Here, I put more into body checking. You can kind of see, like, make sure your defense is good. Then you kind of look to whether you want to go for stick checking or body checking. Let me, do I have matted? I have to, right? There's just no way I don't have matted, right? Yeah, that's actually crazy. Do I not have matted? It's not possible. More actions. But we got 20 points here. Can't put it into anything there. So more in a hand-eye. Already maxed out strength, right? So it's kind of like the 3 that I'm looking at there. Face-offs max, deking mass, and the rest into discipline. So that's my centerman build there. I've kind of went back to using pretty much PMD and playmaker. I know, like, the difference in the builds, it kind of made sense to almost want to use like 2-way defenseman, use 2-way forward, right? I just don't really I just don't see it, even though, like, makes sense that you would think, right? But I just think, like, stats like balance and puck control that you can't really get up high. I mean, the play style is one thing. That's what the 2-way forward, 2-way defenseman kind of excel in. Everything else is like, I don't know. I mean, you got a lot of deking, or you don't really have much deking, right? I think some of the little stats kind of pop out to me. As far as trying out, you basically, we already have a set lineup in for right now, but after 2 games, because everybody here is already part of the tryouts, like leaderboard that I got going on, where points are being tracked in terms of how many times you show up and what your performance is on the ice. Damn, we're using elites? We're using elites? No, I'm just kidding. They honestly, I don't know, bro. They got to get rid of the elite tier, I feel like, for all trades. Even, you know, for pubs and all that kind of stuff. They did it for LG. I feel like the game would be a little bit more balanced if you got rid of it for pubs as well, in my opinion. I just think the elite traits are too OP. But that's just my opinion, right? You can keep everything else, I guess, right? But yeah, so in terms of trying out, right, this is already a lineup that has tried out, is already a part of it. I'm trying to get these guys in because these are the guys that I'm kind of, I guess, projecting to almost be, you know, potentially first, second line guys that I'm kind of looking at, right, in terms of moving on to the next stage. Pretty sure we faced this team before. I think the team name, I don't know, looks a little bit familiar. But yeah, these guys, you know, have been around for a little while, so try to see how we look. What was my Banana League build? Ah, gotcha. See, it's crazy, like the Banana Leagues, like you can, you know, you can pretty much use anything. I know, like, they have their own, like, rules and restrictions and all that kind of stuff, but they don't do it as crazy as LG, where they, like, pretty much ban almost half the trades they used. But, yeah, so if you're new here and you're trying to try out for esports, right? Now, again, this is a competitive grind, more serious grind, right? Once we actually get to a certain a certain portion of the grind, right? Where it's like, all right, and we're going to start to really look at it. But once we get to that, it's going to be a little bit more serious, and we'll start to really amp up kind of how we look and view at things, or view certain things. But for now, if you're trying to try out, you're brand new here, basically you make sure that you join our community Discord. That is the first link down below. If you're on the YouTube side, you can find it there. You can also find it on my main channel homepage. If you're on the TikTok, just go to my YouTube channel, right? You'll be able to find a link there as well. But that's how you get in. And then there's a portion where you can basically put in your info to try out. So your gamer tag and all that kind of stuff, the position that you play and all that kind of stuff. I'm gonna go back door, see if you find it. Maybe look for one timer. Nope, they're flagging up the middle. A quick transition here. We're gonna take a look. Again, this is more or less just kind of seeing how the guys perform and how we look. The bar is not set incredibly high. We're playing pup teams, so the comp that we're going to be facing isn't exactly what we're going to be facing. We do actually play at a more higher level, right? But so we're kind of looking for basic things, right? I'm playing winger. I don't really typically play, so you know, we're playing positions, at least for me, spots that I don't typically play. Well, I try to find green there. Pass assist didn't want me. Look for maybe a shot. He got it. Sponge. Throw it out. So I'm looking for a trap here. So I'm going to be playing boards. I'm going to be mainly looking for... Nice. Able to power his way through me. To the net. He goes. Goaltender makes a stop there. I kind of let him in, honestly. We could use elite, but rest the same for LG for ban traits. See, yeah, I just think the elite traits are just a little bit too OP, regardless of like any type of build. And I don't understand like the preset builds are just really they do not make any sense to me. Find green there for shots. I got blasted, right? So the other team, right? Obviously, what we are confined to using is LG builds only. We cannot use anything that is banned for LG. You guys don't know what LG is? It's a Sixes League, the most popular one. And there are... Nice pass. I just couldn't bury. Look for a wraparound. I can't get it tucked in on the side of the goal. Damn. Had a chance to... I have not perfected the wraparounds. I know that should have been an easy tuck for me. What a hit, though, from Tio. Look for... Not there. Not there. Look for back at the point. They got two guys going for me. Truck you in. So a lot of space for yellow to work. I'm still picking up my teeth. I can't believe that one. Looks like a whole damn shift. Backdoor off the post. Look for a quick transition. I'm going to go now to the left side away from the cut. Looking for a backdoor feed. I just couldn't get by him. All right, we're kind of warming up here. Let's see how we trap. Good job there from Green. I'm going for the hit here, honestly. I mean, might as well. Do get in for a shot. Quick release shot. Look for the point here. I can work to help out. And not let these guys get by me. Nice. I'll try to work quick up. Back to me. I'm just going to take a shot here. Weak ass shot. Weak ass shot. And I don't even think that was quick release because I was turned sideways. That's how out of sync I am right now in terms of my ability to control the damn puck at times. I feel like that is something that I feel like is still weak in my game. But, you know, that's why we're playing. Let's see it from the winger perspective. We'll take a look at everybody else as well, obviously, as we've already been doing that. So he went for tie-up. Shot block there from Teal. Work it back up. Got to quickly go. See, he tries to enter maybe from the outside. Nope. Works his way through the middle. Cuts in. The defensive there over the top. Got to help out there. Now quick up. All right. I think Green, yeah, Green was a few strides ahead of me. So basically, the way that I sort of look at how we should be playing the neutral zone, if the other team has it, and we don't really have anybody in close proximity to sort of forecheck, I guess, then it's just trap, right? And trap should be done the majority of the time, unless you have a chance. Yes, he's trying to just break on through me. Patience game there. That's what the trap allows you to sort of accomplish, is to just outweight your opponent. Let them come to you and have them sort of break through. You don't have to chase them at all. Centered out in front. Backhander scrambled. Rez scored. And there it is. First on the board. Hack pack. 1-0. Brand new season start. I want to get to Division 1 if possible. I don't even know where we're at. I think Division 5 or 4. We did hit Elite Cup during club finals last season for season 3. I don't think we're going to post any new build videos, to be honest, because there's not really anything that changed for the builds. It's just the exact same thing. I mean, if I do it, it would only be for like creative builds. I don't know if you guys would want to see that, but I don't really practice with anything else, so it's kind of tough for me to really say like what would be good to use outside of like league purposes. Blast there, that's my guy, but I'm also covering. There was somebody else in the high slot. Kind of drew my attention. You can get it. Get the puck through me. He's got unstoppable force, or unstoppable. Working back to the defense. We don't have a rush there. Quick up. I'm rotated behind him. See if I can quickly back find him. Nope. Freaking off the... Damn. All right. Truculence. Guy goes in full throttle. He's able to get it. Nope. Over the top on that. All right. So we're trying to warm up a little bit. Oh, hang on a second. What the hell is that? Guy trying to hit me when the freaking the clock's ticking down to 0. I put my hand down off the damn controller. He's trying to give me back shots. Like, what the hell? Like, relax a little bit. What skating style you play for 126? I could show you the skating style. It's kind of tough to really say what all the numbers are, but I could show you guys my skating style after the game if you guys want. What's up, Noah? What's up, Frisch? What's up? What's up, guys? How we doing? Yes, please. All right. Yeah, no problem. Who's that seat? Yeah. Sup. All right. So 1-0. See how many hits they got. Actually, wow. I mean, with them having like truculence and all that, we're pretty much neck and neck with them in hits, right? Like we don't need hitting traits to do some damage on the body check. We really don't. I wonder how. So I mean, when I'm playing on optional, I've actually been playing with Connolly, and then one of the guys that I typically always play threes with. How well known is Connolly in like LG and stuff, and like the group that you guys have? Kind of seems like he knows a lot of guys, to be honest with you. The back door almost had a good defensive play. Quick back out in front. I tried to swing it. Maybe for a one-timer. I don't know if you want to. Ooh, tough pass. Tough pass. Back the other way. 2-on-0 break. Backhand off the post. Oh, we got it. We got it. Get there. Get there, 97. 97 speed. I can't move. Man, I'm fucking ass. Brad goes in. Good hit on backdoor. Look at Truck, dude. Damn, unstoppable. He just freaking... I don't even think that was unstoppable. That's how crazy that is. Teal, though. Backhander, and I got it off the rebound. Crazy. I take a monster of a hit in the corner, picking up my tee. They able to pick two hands my stick. Whack it through the 5-hole off Teal on basically almost a breakaway through the middle. Nobody was around him. I'm going blast this guy to the corner. I do have an AI. If they work it back, nope, yep. So that's on me to support from the top down, right? That's kind of how I look at winger kind of support through in the defensive zone. Red to forecheck. I don't really think we need to forecheck, honestly, because that also puts us in a tough spot. There was a man-on-man. I was able to get by just enough. Damn, I did not think I had enough speed on that. Quick up. We'll look for patience. We got time. Green. I basically almost freaking suited him. Damn. Penalty. Truculence. The guys were waiting on that body check. Is insane. But yeah, I don't think we need to forecheck, right? And I typically don't see centers really ever going in on a forecheck, really, unless, again, like I said, if we are going to forecheck, it should be only when we're very close, like deep into the zone, loose puck, and we can get a guy to jump on the guy right away. If that doesn't happen and there's space created, we should just be trapping. That's how the neutral zone for us and the transition for us should always be played from the defensive zone or from a defensive perspective. Maybe for a one-time, right? Ooh, you got the AI on my ass. See if I control it, work it back to the point. There if needed. No control, work it back. Down low, we got some space. Out in front, Red scored. Right through the middle. Good cut, good find. That's a power play goal. But yeah, for us, like power play, work it through the outside. Wait for certain high percentage plays to open up, right? That's typically how 5-on-5 should also be played. But, you know, quick puck movement if possible, but we want to try to find high percentage plays. What I don't think teams typically find a whole lot of off the post is one-timers, honestly. I don't think, I mean, even though people, I think, honestly, the one-timer in general has been nerfed this year. I don't think it's something that we should always, or we should pretty much neglect by any means, right? Because I think in the right spot, you could definitely create a good high percentage one-timer that is, you know, the ability to actually score from it. The cut to the outside here. I'm going to wait for guys to open up. Back door, Green. I get hit. I think I'm injured there. I am injured. Out in front, Red. Nobody by him. It's not my speed that's the injury. Try to help out through the middle. Back to the point they go. All right. We didn't have that. That's on me there. I tried to pick off the lane. I knew it was going that way. Up, I kind of moved away. That's my bad. Yeah, so we don't need a forecheck. Let them reset. Let them come to us. Green. Yep, nice job. Teal staying over the top. I mean, you can kind of get like the forwards to pursue on the guy. We don't have to necessarily always. Nice Green. Patience. Scored. And this team's done. I mean, it's pretty easy there. I mean, that was like a game. Almost a game and a half, I guess. I don't know. Depends on how quick the other game goes. We might just get another game after that. I'm not sure. Connolly, not that much known. He's known in CHL. He's stuck on a bad line. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I know he's playing in the CHL. He's actually having a. Well, he went for like 7 million or something in the C this season. He played two other seasons. I'm only saying that because I know like I don't know. I mean, I was talking with the guy a little bit. He kind of knows a lot of people, I guess. I just don't know how much known you guys are to him and how, if like you guys are all kind of part of the same group, I guess. Well, not really group, but like you guys kind of all know each other by some means, right? But, the good win there, honestly. know if we're gonna get scrims. I mean, scrims are open. Just to be clear, or just to kind of say, we kind of need guys to, if we have guys that want to scrim, we can get, if we get another 6, then we can keep the same guys we have here and then get another group going, and you know, we can face and have 12 guys on the ice. But we need another goaltender and another 5 skaters on the ice to be able to make that happen. The way that I would do it as well is to have guys, I mean, we have waiting room, like, you know, voice chats for specific positions. So if you're waiting to get in, right, if you go to the Discord, on the very bottom, we have all these voice chats for the different, like, spots, right? So like left wing or center, right wing, defense, goaltender, all that kind of stuff. If you're waiting to get in, right, this is why it's very good if you are. Oh, that's right. Yeah, I need to show you guys the as we're waiting for our guy to come back. Not sure what happened to him. I can show you guys. I mean, I use shot style 2, but this is my skating style. So the fortunate thing for YouTube is that you can pause the stream and actually look at it. For TikTok, you can't, so I'll just live. So if you want to go to the YouTube side and watch the stream there, you can actually go to here and then just pause it and be able to get it. But yeah, if we see, the thing is, right, for us to get scrims going, we need to have 6 guys ready, like at the ready to play. If we don't have that, we just kind of have to fill with who we got and, you know, get some kind of rotation that way. Ideally, though, it should be the guys that are trying out for esports. If we do get scrims going, that will ramp it up a little bit, as guys will be able to compete for points. But you know, to kind of further themselves along, we have a esports position leaderboard where you can accumulate points towards your position that you're trying out for. You can only try out for one spot, or you can earn points towards only one spot, whether that's winger, center, defense, or goaltender. To me, it really doesn't matter, I guess. If you're a left winger going to right winger, or left D going to right D, you can technically switch which side you want to play on, but you can kind of, you know, you can understand the... But you're only really able to get points towards one, like, role player, I guess, right? Center, wing, defense, or goaltender. What's the best build? I could show an offline. Well, I am online. All right. Here. Well, let me get. I mean, you should be able to join off. I'm not gonna lie to you. I think I have you. Right, invite to party. Get somebody else done to play right D. What's the best build? It kind of depends on what position you're playing. Are you center, winger, defenseman? It kind of is all dependent on what you think. But I think, honestly, like, I mean, I'm using sniper, but I wouldn't necessarily say that's the best build to use, right? I mean, it's just kind of more on your preference, your play style, that kind of stuff kind of goes into it. If we got guys waiting after, I mean, we could tell, I don't know. I mean, it was only a game and a half, basically. We'll probably play another 2 games, honestly, with this group, because, you know, we want complete games, not just half games, whatever. But so pretty much, I'm not sure, next 30, 35 minutes, 40 minutes maybe, we'll look to get some new guys in if you're waiting at that time. You know, you can kind of just be on standby a little bit. We'll be able to get you in. But again, if we have 12 guys in the chat, right? Another 6 guys in the chat. One guy that can take each position, right? If you guys want to play, let me know in the Discord and the Scrims channel. Let me actually send a post out there now. Because if we do get 6, we could go in scrims and get more guys from the stream playing. So we can look at, you know, at each player a little bit closer. Or, I mean, not really look at them closer, I guess. We'll have, you know, we'll be able to sort of make it a little bit more interesting if we get guys, especially guys that are all trying out for esports. If we get 12 guys there from the leaderboard, we can get a nice a nice way to compete for points. Where if you, based on the ruling that we had before, it's based off which team gets to win. So we can decide teams if we wanted to do that, as long as we get 12. Let me hang on. Let me send out a little text here. Sends it on the Scrims channel. So if we have 6 guys, right, 1 at each position, that wants to get a team together to scrim against us, we could do that. And the guys that are trying to sort of compete or you know, try out for esports, we can get you guys a little bit more. You know, we can definitely get you guys in, right? So it'd be more guys getting in, and you guys have a chance to compete for points. So if you're at like 1 point or something for your position group, right? You got guys that are on the top like 5-6 points. Think about it like this, right? You could literally close the gap with 2 games played, right? Because think about it like this, especially if it's the same team that plays twice and you win both those games, right? Let's say you're a guy that has 1 point and you're like last place in your like group, right? You're playing left wing or something, you're at 1 point. You got the top guy that's at 5 points, right? If you win twice against them, now you're tied at 3 points. So just like that, you can close the gap on somebody. So never think that you're out. You know, I feel like we got a lot of guys in. Like, we got a lot of guys that are trying to, or that initially signed up to try out, that are on the leaderboard that I don't think have been showing up. We got the guys that are at the top, or the guys that are really, you know, the guys that are getting all these points. They're kind of breaking away from the guys below them, right? I mean, think about it, man. If you're lagging behind, that doesn't mean you're out of the game, right? You could easily climb back, give these guys a run for their money a little bit with a couple scrim wins. But you guys got to want to really be a part of it, honestly. And I do understand, right? It is Friday. It's a weekend. I can understand guys, you know, not always being around. So, but like I said, right? Scrims are the way to really get yourself back into the game. You're never really out of it. So the tryouts is basically you come in. First of all, if you make sure you're part of the Discord, should be the first link down below on the YouTube side. Go to my main channel page. You can find the link there to our community Discord. Go scroll down to the esports channel or the category. There's a channel for an esports tryouts. You can put in your info there. You can kind of see all the guys that have put their gamer tag, the spot that they want to try out for, so that I know that you guys are interested in trying out. Then when we get you guys in here, right, which is kind of like a first come first serve kind of mentality, we rotate guys in every like couple games if we're playing pubs. If we're playing scrims, it's a different story. We can set up a kind of a different way and kind of pick teams that way, and you guys can stay a little bit longer. But for pub's sake, 2 games and then we rotate guys in. So if you're a part of the stream and you're not playing, but you want to, right? You're not currently in. After, like, I would say 2 more games, because the first game we played wasn't a full game. After 2 games here, you'll be able to rotate in, right? And then if you go to the esports leaderboard channel, there's a list of guys that have gone into these streams, right? That have played these games. And basically each night, I record the most 1 point based on your performance. You can get a half point or a full point. If you get a half point, you kind of really weren't playing, I guess, up to par with what I'm kind of looking for. you get a full point, then you basically played at least up to par. It's not hard to really reach that, to be honest. If you're esports, at least a little bit competitive, you understand exactly how to play this game at a competitive level. Which I'll be able to tell right away if you're a competitive player, to be honest. But basically, each night, if you play, the most amount of points that you're going to earn is 1 point. So if you obviously look at the amount of guys that have accumulated points up to this point, or up to this point, you could see who's gone into these streams and, you know, shown their face and played, right? So if you do it that way and you only play pubs, it's very easy to kind of fall behind the bar, especially if you're 5-6 weeks out, you haven't really played, right? It's possible to sign up to be a live esports commentator. I don't know, actually. I'm not sure how they do that. They honestly have their guys, right? So maybe you can reach out to some of those guys and figure it out there, but I don't know. I'm not really too sure about that. But in terms of again, like, this is why, like, if you're a guy that's kind of falling behind the bar a little bit, falling behind the pack, if you want to be, you know, if you're a guy that's, you know, this is why the scrims were kind of there, is if we get a scrim, a 6v6 scrim with the guys in chat, you could potentially steal points from the other guys, right? Especially here, like, these guys are all mostly, I guess, besides one, is like a top guy for their group. If you win against them, you could steal points from them. And it's basically, each scrim game would be like a 1-for-1. So if you win the game, you beat them, you would just steal a point from them. And each scrim game would be that. So instead of like this 1 point for one session, right? For the entire session, no matter how many scrim games we get, each game is wagering 1 point. So if we play 3-4 scrims, which I don't think, I mean, we probably wouldn't do that. But I'm just saying, if that potentially happened, you could potentially steal 3-4 points from guys in the same night, right? That all depends on if you win each of those scrim games. We're going based off wins, right? Not based off individual performance, because to me, that was a little bit too hard to kind of keep track of 12 guys on the ice in terms of how well they're performing, or at least 10 guys, I guess. You know, so we kind of base it off now the team win, which is why we allow you guys to sort of pick your teams. If you're brand new, you wouldn't exactly know what's going on. So, but I feel like if you're esports, again, this is again not exactly an easy grind to sort of get there. This is a long-term grind that I'm kind of putting together. There's a lot of guys, so I want to make it as fair as possible. I know, like, it's a process. It takes time. It's not like one session and then you're, you know, gonna start playing esports for the team. Damn, Unstoppable. The amount of times I got hit by Unstoppable is freaking ridiculous. I mean, I played that perfectly to a point. I try to just quickly shoot that. Here, I'm going to try to forecheck a little bit. So we got that nice man mark there. Quick up. We'll find yellow. Controlling. He's up, so I'm back. Still back. He's not fully there yet. Over the... All right. Damn. I'm not even going for the hit. The guy... I'm throwing my poke out, and he's just elbowing me across the chin. How's that not a penalty? Ref? Can you do that? Like, I don't know. I didn't know you could do that. But that's kind of how these trials work. I know if it's confusing, I think I did explain it in at least a post, but I don't know. I think in the live stream, if you've seen kind of how these work, you kind of know exactly the process in terms of how we're doing it. Quick up. Offside. It's all good. What's up, guys? How we doing? What's up, Ty? Yeah, if you're waiting to get in after 2 games, if we can get full games, honestly. All right, Teal. Damn, going all the way for that one. An outlet for him. What's there? Shot. Nope, not there. Red takes a shot. So here we're kind of just, again, like, in terms of like what I'm kind of looking, you know, like what I'm looking for when we're playing isn't anything too complicated, right? It's just kind of seeing how we play with one another, how well we trap, kind of how well we can, you know, move the puck at times in the offensive zone. What are some, you know, looks that we kind of see? Just going to go right to the middle. Find green shot. Look it back to the point. See how if they want to work to the point there. Control, not there, not there. Maybe that pass to Green, honestly. I could probably feather that pass to him. Ah, damn it. I was looking for a cut play, but the guy picked it off nicely. Guy's got wheels on. God damn, bro. I wonder why he looked like he had, like, elite wheels almost on. Out in front. Jam play in front. Almost had it. Or my 7-month boys teasing? Oh, yeah, that's all good, man. Yeah, it's not a problem at all, man. Here, we're going to trap. Ooh, we don't want to get beat there. Teal goes and helps. I'm going to also have to help out support. These guys just going for it. I mean, for us, it's kind of like fake the hit on... damn, look at that guy, bro. He's all over the place. That guy has no control over his player. Kind of like weird, right? Nice outlet there for Teal, honestly. Oh, my God. These guys are going for dangerous hits. Dangerous hits. If we could find quick plays, man, I feel like we could catch them with, like, some early one-timers, right? We don't really do that enough, I don't think. A lot of teams don't do it. I don't understand this whole, you know, like, go in with speed, try to find a quick play if we can, right? Like, test the, you know, the man marking on these guys, right? Once they're established, I feel like it's tough to really... There we go. Kind of tough to really... see, maybe our goal line play? Damn. Yeah, we got to try and... forecheck, I guess. Quick back up. In. Nice. Able to get it. See, quick one-timer. Bang. Shot. See what we can do, right? As long as I can get that through, honestly. One-timer again, maybe? One-timer again, maybe? Teal for Green. Shot. It's all good, though. We'll reset. We can maybe quickly go back in. These guys are not going to be at full stam. At full pressure. Brad for Green. Cuts in the traffic. Red. Goal line play. Looks for a wraparound. Feel like there are some plays I feel like, you know, behind the net. Whoever's behind the net, I'll park right post. If you find me there, I mean, that is a play that is high percentage that not too many teams know how to defend, but it's very good look to find in the offensive zone. It could be like a very... sometimes you can find this automatically. You know, goal line, one-timers, cut plays. Those are all kind of things that we want to look at. Yep, one-timer there. This is where we will forecheck as we are close. I don't know who poke checked there, to be honest. Yeah, you see how that guy, that left winger that they got, the guy on my side, the winger on my side, every time someone's close to him, he goes and tries to reverse hit. So, like, very easy to kind of read and just bait that. Bait the poke check. I'm going tie up here, so we expect yellow to kind of come in for this as I flick up. Nice. I am playing defense here. 2-on-2. Green almost had it there. What a play. Better save. By fair. Yeah, these guys are going in for crushing hits. 70%. That should be 99% threat analysis because that was a slot. Screen shot. Downhill. If I can win it. One-timer. If I can elevate a top cheese, that would have been amazing. Yeah, we want to... Damn, good hit. Yeah, but we want to try and look for those plays if possible. Nice. Oh, I try to switch. I saw yellow going up. I mean, you are on the PK. We don't really have to do much. We're going in for that, though. Oh, I get hit. Green, one-on-one with a back chicken plays. Backhander. Nice try there. 34 seconds on the PK. So, obviously, a lot of pressure from us. We just got to be able to find some more defined looks. We have a lot of shots, but I don't think we've had very many defined looks in the offensive zone. I mean, a few one-timers here and there, but there's some better looks that we can find, I guess, at times, you know. Oh, I keep pulling away. I'm also expecting a crushing hit. Trying to go back and forth. Here we can get guys to go and press that. I mean, I was in front of the guy, but I could have gotten some help, I guess, too. If we can get it a little quick. Nope, that's not good. Left winger though. For Red, backhander. I'm just taking a hit. Quick play on front, maybe. Couple seconds, backdoor scored. Yeah, backdoor feeds if we can find them. Good patience there from Red, and finds Green parked up back post. Yeah, keep it a triangle if we can find it, right? That's what I'm doing. If somebody's down low or to the boards, I typically try to either go behind net for them, right? Or like back post, or it just kind of depends, right? But somebody down low, somebody on the boards, and somebody in front of the net. Somebody in the slot or working himself back post is kind of how I kind of envision an offensive zone triangle with a, you know, that's kind of how I kind of look at the rotation game in the offensive zone. I do like it. Here's what I'm seeing. Yeah, like these are kind of just the simple things that I'm looking for. I'm not really looking for anything too complicated. Like for us, we don't have much chemistry yet, which is not going to be really, you know, improved upon until later on when we start to look at potential guys to lock in for the next phase, right? This is kind of like phase 1 of the grind if you think about it. 5 minutes time on attack, 11 shots, 1 goal towards the end of the period. Obviously, the offensive pressure is on us. Not too bad there. I don't know, chat. If anybody wants to get scrims going, we could get it. Could say, you know, potentially wager some points. Anybody that wants to try out for esports, if you start at 0, right, you could get yourself on the leaderboard very quickly here too. But yeah, we want guys to, you know, wait in like, hang on a second. Let's get a little rotation going here. Quick back post. Okay. But we want guys to be waiting in the waiting room voice chats, right? So that I know like who's ready to play when we do get a change up going. I mean, I can understand, like, you know, we're still kind of you know, a few games away from that happening, or a couple games away from that. So I'm kind of moving all over the place, honestly. I gotta simplify my game. So yellow pursuing there. I'm gonna support the top down shot. That somehow goes through. Now quick up, we can get it 2-on-1. Find me early or find me late. There's a shot. He takes himself. Back to Green. A shot that got blocked. We are gonna press here, full pressure. 2 guys to pressure at least. Get around. Imagine like a quick pass back, right? Like he's gliding. If that pass was a little bit earlier, I think some guys that know what I'm talking about will see those plays open up, where it's like behind net, quick back for the, you know, for the back post or something, you know, like a quick pass to a goal line play, you know. One timer if it's early, there's a shot scored. Yeah, it's very easy, right? Like they're not covering the one timer across. They're not covering the pass. They're really not. I mean, I know the shot's there, but I feel like, you know, the pass is there too. It was open for days. Yeah, I don't think a lot of guys understand exactly how the scrims work. I mean, to be honest, if we literally just get 6 guys into the scrims channel, you know, that isn't in, you know, we can always coordinate it that way as well. I just think it's easier to set up, you know, in terms of who's playing what, if you guys are waiting in the voice chat of the spot that you're trying to play. Shot. Nice play there. Like, for instance, if I want to play center and I'm not currently in, I'm going to wait in the center waiting room voice chat. I'm going to wait there so that I see when I'm looking at the guy, oh, this guy wants to play center next game or next rotation or for a scrim, right? If we get 6 for a scrim, for each, or if we get 1 for each position, we can set up a scrim and keep the guys that we already have in currently in. Otherwise, we'll have to rotate if we don't have enough and just continue to play pubs. I think it's better to get scrims going because a lot of guys, you know, to be honest, it's more competitive when we actually had scrims going because you're getting guys that are a little bit more serious about the game. Pubs, I'm not saying is unserious, but it's kind of, you know, when it's 17 shots to 2 and a 3-0 game, I don't think we're getting a lot of work here, and it's tough to really detail and be like, oh yeah, we could have done this, this, and this in the game when we're not really playing a legit team, right? There's not really much to really look at or really care about. Plus, I think you're just not seeing the level of competitiveness that you'd want to typically see. Back to him scored. I mean, it's just easy. 4-0. get out of our lobby right now. Like, holy shit. Actually, I don't really mean to be that mean, but like, literally, it's kind of weird. And honestly, this is, you know, you could say a projected top line or one of the projected top lines. So we should be able to put pretty much, I don't know. I mean, I don't want to say anything that's too crazy, but we should be able to put belt to ass to teams, I feel like. I mean, you'll be able to see some legit teams in pubs from time to time. We had that, I think, on the last game of the last live stream that we did last week, right? Where it was an actual, like, CHL level team in LG. But beyond that, pubs is just not, it's just no comparison. It's just, pubs is just not it. Even at sometimes the elite level, guys are just really not that talented, in my opinion. That's just, you know, looking at what, from the competitive scene to the pub grind, that's two different dynamics of sixes. In threes is different because you don't really have a competitive side of threes. It's really just pubs. You're playing against the top guys, really, right? You kind of see a little bit more talent in threes from that perspective. But in pubs, it's like, Jesus Christ. The competitive guys that are playing sixes are not playing pubs, typically, when you get a certain level. You run right-handed on right D? No, I run left-handed. I always, whichever side I'm on, right, which I don't ever play to the left side, I'm always to the one-timer side. That's kind of how I always look at it. Let's see. So what I'm seeing, right, we got a right D, a left winger. I think we also got a C. If we get a goaltender and a right winger, which I think we have a right winger that was saying it, we could get scrims going. And I think all the guys are potentially guys that are trying out for esports. If not, then that's right there. We can just get a fill that way. But I think we got a C. I think we got a right winger. They're just not in the waiting room voice chat, which is fine. Well, all we need is a G. Is there a G in chat? Let me actually head up. If we go to scrims here, we go that guy, we go that guy. Except for me, though, I would have to play goaltender. So crowing, actually, hang on a second, we're actually good here, because actually I have to play goaltender during scrims. I can't be on the ice, because think about it, from when you're playing against somebody that's on the leaderboard, it's not fair if you're scrimming against me, because what are you gonna do? Steal points from, like, you're not gonna steal points from me. I'm not on the leaderboard technically. And I'm not gonna make it where that guy then gets double points. So technically, I'm actually, if I go, all we need then is another right winger. Then actually, do we have another right winger? Like, is Viper around? Because he's like another guy. Because we can make this interesting right now. Hang on, so we got him. Okay, all right, wait, hang on a second. Well, we got Mantis who's playing goalie. If we're doing scrims, I have to be locked to playing goalie, because it has to be 5 guys on the ice that are all kind of competing for a spot. It can't be me taking up one of those spots. If we're gonna do scrims from that, you know, perspective. But we got, yeah, we got, let me take a look. Him. We got him. So that's 4. We would need fifth one. So crowing could actually go on the other side. So crowing, if you want to back out, actually, I think we could set up scrims, to be honest. I would actually rather set up scrims if you guys want to. But do you guys want to pick teams? Because that's another thing. If you guys want to pick teams, then we could do that in the scrims channel as well. Or if you guys want to just rock with what we got, and the other guys on the other team can just do it as well. Right, we had him, so it was actually yeah. If I pin the guys that are basically ready. Or that we're ready first too. I know Fox is one to get into too, but we can wait. We still need we would need another right winger, because for me, I would have to play goalie for these games. But we kind of want to get, let's see, wait, I want to get a guy that's already on the leaderboard if possible. So like if see, yeah, because the guy that is actually trying to play, he is on the leaderboard. I kind of want matchups that way, because that would really spice it up, bro, for being honest. Yeah, okay, so we got a defensive matchup. That would be good. We just need a center. Okay, well, the guy would be at 0 points, but he could eventually. Actually, I don't even know if he's trying out. Is he trying out? I think he is. So if he is trying out, the way that this works is if you don't have any points, but you are trying to try out, you're still technically trying to wager a point. But if you're at 0 points, if the other guy that wins is already accumulated points, he would get double the point, because he's facing somebody that doesn't have points to give. That's kind of my rule that I made before. So if, let's say, Frisch wins, right? If he's on my team, we win the game, he would get 2 points towards his spot. But if the other guy wins, he would then enter the leaderboard and get 1 point, and then Frisch would lose a point. That's kind of how that would work, if that makes sense to you guys. I just want to make sure that this is making sense. And is everybody down to wager a point? I don't want to do this shit if we're not, like, down to lose points if possible. Because we actually got the guys, right? Let me see here. Hang on. Dropping play with my club. All right, so now we lost a right winger. Fuck. I mean, we could just get 2 right wingers technically and just have that as like a matchup. Is there anybody that's in chat that can play right wing? So I could technically go back to right wing, because I wouldn't be matched up against another right winger that's on the leaderboard. I guess the restriction could be for that. So Mantis could play if he wants to play goalie. So, because, you know, those are actually 2 guys that are playing, that are signed up for G. I'm a gambling man. All right, well, see, for me, I'm not, right? But you kind of have to sometimes let it happen. Nah, bro, well, nah, see, the way for scrims, man, I mean, yeah, you guys could technically pick teams, but if we don't want that to happen, because we're already kind of in a lobby, so we can kind of just keep the same group. So Mantis, if you want to join me, I'll actually send him a message if he's in the stream or not. That'd be that group set. Actually work as a dealer at a really? Damn, bro. All right. Oh, so you're all in it then at that point. Like you definitely signed up for that shit. All right. All we would need, I think. Hang on, let me see what throwing has this Twitch up. Let me just see what he's got here. I need to see. All right, we only got 2 guys on him. All right, so let me. I gotta pin the guys again. This is just what typically takes a little bit too long. So pin him. So if you guys are on the other team, or going to be on the other team, join Crowing427. That's his, I think his gamer tag. Now, if I'm going to play competitively, no, I'm gonna probably still say sniper. To me, I feel like sniper just makes more sense for winger, to be honest. But again, I'm not going to join the call because this is still like the same style. I'm not really necessarily... It's not like super competitive right now. I mean, it is, but it isn't at the same time. If you guys want me to, we could do that, I guess. But because the other team technically isn't in the call, it would have to be fair to both groups. If you guys are listening to the stream, that's another thing too. Like, you know, it doesn't make sense to have like one side listening in and trying to also communicate when the other team is, you know, just, yeah, I don't know. That's just how I'm looking at it. Okay. What am I thinking at right now? Him. I think, is that the only 4 guys? Hang on. I'm missing a guy, I think. Got the center, got the right T, got the lefties already in. Alright, so we need one more. We need one more winger from either the chat or whatever to join the other side. Let me bring up the chat real quick. Got one more of me. All right. Yeah, it's all good. Yeah, hopefully we can set this up quick. Like, this is another thing too. How sometimes getting the scrims going is like a hassle and a half because there's really not really a good way to do it, especially mid-stream too. Even still prior to stream, it's still a hassle to kind of ping guys and get guys ready and shit. I mean, regardless of how we do it, I don't think there's really a defined way to really speed up the damn process. I mean, I try to speed it up right as best as possible, but just seeing who's around. But it's still kind of a hassle to get it set up. It's the same thing with drafts and shit. Like, sometimes it takes a long ass time to get those shit ready for some reason. I don't know why. I mean, anybody could play right winger, basically. I think that's the only spot that's technically still open. But we need the other guys. We need 2 more guys. We're waiting on, what, the center. Waiting on the center and another right winger from chat. Is there anybody, a right winger in chat, that can join the other side? We're about to do a 6v6 scrim with points on the line, some stakes on the line. The only thing you'll be doing is filling in unless you are interested in trying out for esports. Just let me know in chat. We can get you in. Need, I think, 2 more guys still to join, right? Oh, the stream for me is lagging my ass off. I think I paused it. Never mind. Let's see, is he still here? Oh, he's out. Never mind. Fuck. He's out. I mean, to be honest, right? I mean, the stream starts at 7. I can understand, you know, if you had to go early, I guess. But I don't think the expectation was that, that's only if, I guess, you were wanting to get in as soon as possible. I don't know, bro. This is the problem, right? Because now we're waiting on 2 guys now. Now we need 2 fresh guys in chat. So let me just ping everybody. See if we get it. This is what takes too long, man. Now, 2 guys that said they were going to play and now drop because they got to go do something else. I mean, that's fine, you know, but I can understand, like, nobody's technically committed. Everybody's got their own shit going on. Not a problem, but I think it's just the issue for me is just that, you know, is when you say you're going to be on, you're not. You say you're around, but you're not. I think it really shouldn't be known. Like, you should be gambling whether you're going to get in. If you know for a fact you're probably not going to play later on. If you're not already in the first set, you probably shouldn't be like, yeah, I can play, and then drop after one game, right? I don't think that's worth it, to be honest. You're not going to get anything. You're not really going to get any type of progression that way. It's fine if, like, you got shit going on, right? I don't have any issues with that. The issue that I have is when guys say they're going to get on and then they don't, because that translates to all 7 days of the week. It's not just one day. It could be, yeah, Fridays are tough, but we know that going in. Okay, I'm not going to be on tonight. Makes sense. Dropping out is a whole different type of thing. I mean, like I said, commitment is technically one of the pillars that I talk about. If you go to it, 3 things: commitment being the very first thing, availability, and skill level. Those are the 3 things I look at. That places you on the leaderboard in the damn first place, right? Let's just fucking play pubs, man. We don't have it. And we got guys going after anyway, right? So sorry for wasting guys' time, right? In terms of trying to get a scrim going. But I'm not trying to gamble and waste time trying to fucking get it going. I mean, we had guys ready. We had guys ready. They're like, oh yeah, I gotta go. Like, all right, fucking go then. I'll send your name along with it, right? Because you're not gonna stay. It's not a problem if you have other shit going on, but like, don't get on. Don't say you're gonna get on. I would never do that. If I was like, all right, I only have 1 game in me, it's probably not worth getting on then, right? But that's just me. Maybe I'm being a little bit too, you know, too crazy with it. But I think that's honestly a reasonable type of way to react, right? Because, like, again, I can understand, like, having other commitments and stuff like that. Like, nothing is set in stone. You're not necessarily truly committed, but at least committed to some portion of the grind makes sense. This team might be okay. Damn, this team might be decent. We won't know. Especially, yeah, like, we're trying to set it up. It's like, all right, yeah, join this guy, right? Yeah, I'm down to play. Then as soon as we start doing it, nope, I got to go because I got other stuff going on. That's fine. You want to play, you know, I'm not saying you have to, like, stick here, play, and stuff like that, but don't say you're going to play them. I think that's just a waste. You're wasting everybody's time that way. I just don't. That's the part that I'm, you know, not necessarily liking. This is a better team right now that we're playing. So this is actually better than the scrim, man, I guess, anyway. Well, T pivot, got the cut play in front. How did they even get stamina or full pressure that way already? Game literally just started. We'll have to just try to funnel to the middle here. Take away high percentage looks. They're going to try to center puck through the middle. We'll get back to the point. We're fine with that. Yeah, they had a potential one-timer to the right side. He chose not to take it. We got to immediately, yep. We're going to look for the cut play. Nice red. Nice man mark on the stick there. I don't have speed, though. Don't really have anything. There's not really much that they can really do. I had no speed. I stopped up. Really didn't give yellow an option. The only thing I would be looking for would be a quick give and go then. I try to cut to the middle, but the puck was already set my way. It's still on me, though. This team's applying pressure, though. Yep, this is already nighttime. Night and day better than any of the teams that we just faced so far. So we got to lock in very quickly here. Quick give and go if possible. Can we get in? We do. Back to red. LT will work it back. But you can see they're looking for. They're utilizing. Well, how are they getting full pressure already? Did the guys have pressure on or something? Like pressure as a trait? Wait, what do I have? I don't even know what I have. I don't even look and see what I had. The tape to tape? I mean, I'm only going to be really controlling it See if I could find a little bit of... Come on, get the fucking pass through, man. It's going to be our defensive play, man. If we can simplify defense, we got to pick our moments. They're just forechecking the fuck out of us. We got to be able to move the puck out. They're all over us right now. We get the puck, stamina check. Stamina check now. You know. Now quick up, right? If they're going to be aggressive, quick give and goes. Find the look. No way he got that on me. Yeah, they're just man marking. Sorry, we still got to move it quick. One-on-one defensive play. Yep, they're very good. They're very good defensively. They're very good defensively. It's got to be, like, really just tight. Back to the point they go. I have to work myself back to them. Back door, and we scored. See, that's what I'm talking about. If we can simplify our game, but still keep towards a very quick transition, especially if they're going to forecheck. Moving the puck up quick is going to be crucial here. And if we could play good, solid defense, like here's where you can, settle the puck down, right? Because they're not pressing, so we can look to try to set up a solid break in this way. And it was kind of like more sort of improv at that point because we're not communicating, but that's neither here nor there, really. I think we could still... Nice. Quick break. There it is. Green. Damn, flying push or flying poke check. Right, though, man-to-man. We got it with a back check. Nice. Good job, defense. Trying to help out through the middle. Help out with the cut plays. He tried to work it, so they're working to the middle. For Teal. Back from it and scored again. I don't know how, man. That puck just rolled off me. I did not shoot that. But you see the quick transition when we're able to move the puck effectively. Seeing the space that we have. Picking our moments. That's how we're going to win this game. That's a really good job. 2 for 2 shots? Oh my God, bro. You gotta be kidding me. Effective is hacked back. Here, I'm going to settle the play down. Work our way back. Now they're trapping. So now, Yellow's got a lot of space to make something happen. Nice cut. Good find. There it is. Back door. I try to find them. Good stick by them. I'm going in. I'm not even going to care about that. We're dunking. This is a pub grind. We're not playing competitive team here. They got elite traits. No, so dunk is on the board. If it was a team that had like LG builds, that'd be a whole different story. But they are not playing that. They have a build advantage. They have chemistry advantage. You can tell. If they lose this game, that is bad on them. Just to be clear. If we win this game, holy fuck. Just to be clear, we have 6 guys that are esports caliber. We can easily beat this team. Zero comms or not. We have a 3 for 3 or 3v3 meta build for season 4. No, not yet. Well, actually, I don't have any 3s meta builds, to be honest. I only have 6s competitive builds, honestly, that I use for 3s. And we don't even have like wheels or anything like that. We don't have any elite traits. Like, yeah, we have a build disadvantage, chemistry disadvantage. If we win this game, I mean, everybody here will be getting a full point, like, big time. I don't know, maybe I'll even toss in like an extra point just for the hell of it. No, I'm not gonna do that. I ain't gonna be that crazy. But I like how we're man market. I mean, very effective 2 shots. Like, the cycle game for us is just not going to be as clean, right? Because we don't have that chemistry with each other. We don't know exactly what our defined looks are in the offensive zone. But off the rush plays, defensive zone play is going to be exactly how we're going to win this game. If we can capitalize on the simple things from that perspective, we can stand toe-to-toe with pretty much anybody. Regardless of chem or not. So when a team beats us in the defensive zone off a forecheck or whatever, or they beat us off the rush, or they could cycle better than us, that's what's going to allow them to win the game. Try to find Green. That was a tape-to-tape. A shot. Off the side to go. Yep, dunk. We're dunking. I don't not give a fuck. Backdoor scrambled. Almost had it. We can back check quick here. Nice anchor through the middle. Was yellow shot. We're fine with that. Nice. Quick up if possible. Sorry, I'm in your guys' way. Back to the point. There's a shot. I'm playing back. Trap it up if we can. They may work it back. Nope. Yeah, I'm there for that. Quick around. I didn't really have much space. It's kind of a tough find on it anyway, to be honest. Quick up. See, they're going to try to quick transition play. Shot saved. See what space we got. I'm taking it to the outside. Looking for a cut down low if possible. Yeah, right. Still got it, though. Back to Teal. He's got space. Going back door for him. Ooh, give me that puck. Nope. Move it. Penalty. Yeah, there we go. I don't have the puck. I don't know why my guy couldn't pick it up anyway. Stumble. I'm like Patrick Kane out there. I'm like freaking Connor Bedard out there. I can't even, stand when I get hit in that one time. Actually, Patrick, I don't know. Kane, you can't really say that about Kane really anymore. I mean, you can, but yeah, see, they're gonna try to get a short-handed goal if they can on us. But if we can beat them, down low, maybe work in front. Almost had on the goal line there. Backhander shot. Forecheck if we can. We don't want to get beat here though. He's gonna look for the cut or a goal line play. He may look back to him. Yep, I knew he was going straight back to him. What they're gonna do is work down low to then back towards him. See, I'm behind him. If he wants to, I'm gonna cut towards the net though. I'm gonna cut back down low for him. I gotta fucking move it, man. Tried to move it, but I couldn't. I hate it where it's like as I'm passing, I get hit. Like, fuck off. As I'm attempting to pass, I get hit. And look, maybe there's the cut. Looking for a wrap. Ain't gonna get it there. Screw that. There for support, but you don't have it. Nice. Left side there. Skate it. Find some guys. There it is. That's tough there. Good job, Yellow, though, standing back. Back check and play. Back door they go. I wanted to hit the guy, but hey, we got the puck out. Nice. I gotta be able to fucking retrieve that. Yeah, get out of here. Oh, body check. Trying to help through the middle. Holy crap. Yeah, LT. Yeah, it's insane when guys do that, but. All right. Trying to help out. Blast this guy to the... I mean, I do give up the point that way, but I'm kind of willing to do that, to be honest. I want to help out Yellow with the one-timer across. So he doesn't have to necessarily play strict man-to-man that way. We can reset. Yep. I got to pick up my teeth 5 times. Shot Teal. That's tough. I can understand the vision there, though. He's trying to skate it, draw guys to him, and then feed it across to somebody. But, man. Like that, the game, too, I feel like the pass when you're, like, point blank with somebody, it feels like it's most of the time it just fucking doesn't work. Through the middle they go. Good save. Yep, I knew he was going to line that up. It's all right. Trap it up. They should not be able to enter through the outside. Nice. Usually we can reset, but dangerous territory when we reset it a certain way. Want to try to be in line with guys. I'm not sure if that was an icon or not, but we got that. Yeah, I didn't really have it there. It's all right. But yeah, you see, like, I think for us, it has to just be quick plays up if possible, right? I think the forwards, right? Like where I have to be always looking for a lane that is open. I can't have myself lined up to somebody that's going to just rock me as soon as I get the puck, right? Like that is still the job of the forward to find the open ice, as well as the defenseman to then find that option when it's there, right? I think when we do reset, we all have to kind of work our way back. I think that's just something that isn't going to be necessarily very clean right now. I still think, though, generally speaking, it should be something that's rather simple to accomplish. So we know these plays. Like I'm going to try to help out Yellow here because I feel like they're going to utilize these plays here. If they were to get back to the point, that's one thing. If the defenseman walks down, which he has not done, then I can work myself more primarily to the point. But like for us, we want to, if we do rotate it back, I don't know. We don't want to rotate. Like we want to still be able to move it up if they're sending two guys to us. I should have just went back. You see how they just went straight up? Yep, through the middle. Like they're trying to find that cut off the corner. So that's where Red, if he could see that, and as well as the wingers too, I feel like if it's like weak side winger, look to the middle. If they're finding those cuts, we can support Red on that. Now I'm gonna go back to the point. We can get it through the break. We're not gonna. Yep, nice. That's where you see how they're kind of organized with how they apply pressure. They know that they can apply pressure. Damn. I'm gonna take the space that's here. I'm sending it, scored. It went through, take to take. The defenseman was not locked on the green as tightly as he needed to be. And it's 3-1 with 5 shots on goal. We're just finding it, man. Yep, see here they're pushing, so quick play up if possible. Work it around. Here we can maybe press. It's kind of risky though. Back to the way now. Teal, Green's back. Save there. Helping out support here. I'm gonna blast this guy. Help out Yellow. But you see how they got the active, I don't know if that was a defenseman or a winger, I think, from them. That press, and they had like an immediate rotation. Kind of low on stamina to be like. That's what Yellow wants to do. I'm gonna go. Yeah, I just gotta go straight back. Kind of man-to-man because I wasn't really fully established. Yep. Like if Yellow kind of gets beat a little bit, I'm trying to almost like help support him. Yep, there's the cut there. That was a winger that came up high then back. Yep, see, there they go. They got a play there. Work in the middle to then wide. There's the rebound. Really good. Damn. Oh, my God. The freaking cycle they had. That's a goalie interference. No goal. Full pressure is insane. I'm not going to call it because it should actually be outside the zone. I'm not calling timeout. They will still have full pressure, I think. I'm going to choose not to. And actually, full pressure reset. So we actually should be good. They will be able to go right back in. We can get the puck out. If he has enough stamina, he does. I'm behind him. I don't have any stamina to move. I'm going to rotate. Try to cover middle. Where does Yellow go? Nice. I like the defense, man. Holy shit. Like, we are locked up on them. I don't even care. 17 shots. You're talking about a team that has more chemistry. I just want to pull away because I didn't want to go offside there. Didn't know if he was going to take it. Back to him. I knew he was going to line me up, and I don't have any speed. This is the problem here is when we go back and forth. I don't know how guys do it, but they like are able to manage their bar way better than me, you know. Feels like they always have full bar when they're like going up on rushes. Try to cover the middle if possible. They look back for the one-timer. Here we got to be able to get the puck in deep. Ah, damn it, man. Yeah, we can't really reset because they're pushing. So it's just like try to find the center to then work it wide, or to a winger to then work it back to the center. Kind of like either wide Oof, tough area there. They're going to be pressing. I mean, I'm kind of working my way back into him. Doesn't really give him an option. Yeah, they're just man marking us perfectly right now. Because we are not in sync, I can tell you that. When it comes to breakouts, we are just not in sync. You can maybe find Riello. Take the tape. Holy shit. Like he started to go up. I was just going to feed him. What a pass, Red. Maybe wide? Nah, he's definitely man marking that. A cut, though. Work down low for him. There you go. They go across. Good job. What? Oh, my God. This game's ass, bro. It just didn't allow Green to pick it up. Seen Empire run bronze, second win, and Caps Gaming for stamina. Is that all of them, or how many of them had that? Yeah, they got that covered back the other way. I don't have much stamina, really. Yep. Yeah, we can't to be honest, I don't even think I really don't think resets are in our favor at all. Especially how they're man marking us. Like, it's got to be like really in sync when you really do that. I mean, if you want to work it down low, I'm trying to stay like low, because if you do work it down low, we have a lot of space. They got it. We got to be able to get the puck in deep and just kind of work it down low if we can. Buy some time, allow guys to sort of have to play defense, because they're not. They're playing up because they know they're hemming us. Like, they are just picking us off. I don't think us resetting in these types of situations is highly advised, because they got guys already in our face. If I'm a defenseman, I'm looking to quickly get it up. Like, buy time, find Red. That allows us to get through this layer. Now Red can then work to either me or Green. Just get to this layer. If we can't do that, we're not going to get in at all, ever. And as long as we do that, we should be able to at least get the puck in deep. Nice. Yep, there we go. See, we can't get it by him. We just can't get it by him. We got a chance for breaks, and they're picking their moments to forecheck because they have to. They're down in this game. They have to send full house. If we get it by the first layer, the game's over. Game's over. See, that's all you got. That's all we had to do. Just find a way to get it out somehow, some way. Obviously, there it was only less than 5 seconds. You can just send the puck out anyway. But they were sending defensemen. Like, they had nobody else there. That's the only frustrating thing. Like, that's the only way to beat teams like that, where they have clear advantages over us. Like, if we were facing, I mean, I'm not gonna say it, but if we were like it's almost like that. This would have to be the style that we had if we're facing teams like, if you think about it, Empire or Cats or underdogs or icebreakers that have like clear advantages because they have so much time with each other, chemistry, potentially skill level, right? I'm not saying that we would be less skilled than them from an individual standpoint, but from a team play perspective, they would have clear advantages over us. To beat teams that have those advantages, you have to play very solid, simple hockey, and we have to be in sync when we're doing it. So those rushes where we had, you know, the quick transitions and stuff like that, we took it right to the net, we were able to score 2 goals like that off 2 shots. That's how you win against those teams. We're not going to outskill them with our offensive zone cycle and get so much time on attack. That's not going to happen. Not against teams like that, where they have those clear advantages over us. Like, that's where the simple game, the trap defense, pressure when you need to, but honestly, from a very simple standpoint, you know, that's kind of how you want to look at it. So we will actually rotate guys in now because we played 2 games. I mean, we got a lot of games in. So we will get a new fresh set of guys. If Mantis wants to play goalie, he could still play goalie because he's only had 1 game in, honestly. Crowley's had, I think, a couple games, so we can kind of rotate you guys in and out. Honestly, I don't really feel like playing goalie, to be honest. So if I am stuck at playing right winger because we don't have another right winger, then I will play that. But we can get a new center, new left winger, left D, right D. We've had a lot of guys, but I freaking, that was a quality ass fucking performance. I want to see, like, that's like worthy of a goal horn, you know? Like, you know what I mean? Like, you know, get the crowd up into it, because that was actually a hell of a fucking win, to be honest with you. In a game where we had no business winning, we won the game. Like, that's how you steal wins. But yeah, GG's to the guys that were playing. GG's. So yeah, for Caps Gaming, it's Empire versus Icebreakers, right? Those are the two teams that are fine. I think they're playing Sunday. The finals. I'm gonna try to record those games. I don't think I'm gonna get all of them though, because fuck, man, I'm not really gonna get any of them, because I think they're playing at 8, not like on Sundays. I'm like already done way sooner than that. But yeah, as far as scrims, man, I mean, it's got to be like enough guys, you know. I mean, technically, you can almost say. I mean, the only reason here is because I think it's not really worth setting up again, or at least attempting to set it up, because I don't think I just think we're a few guys short, and that's like all it takes to really like stop it dead in its tracks. You need like 6 guys on each side, just at the ready. Have to wait, spend all this time trying to look for guys. It's just not gonna happen. But that was a quality ass fucking game, to be honest with you, man. I mean, defensively, yeah, Mantis had to come up big. That's where your goaltender can also help steal you a win. Quality performance from him as well. He was a big carry from that, because they did have quality chances and he came up big with that. I don't think they had. I mean, I don't know. They did have some quality chances. But you could tell the type of teams, like those types of teams, how they coordinate themselves in the offensive zone. That helps you to play defense. You see me, I was trying to help support in the slot when the puck was on the left side. I'm trying to help support through the middle, help out red, help out yellow, just kind of like little support things there. That's the job of a winger, to try and try to ease the tension off the center and the 2 defensemen, so they don't have to play strict man-to-man, handle all the cuts, all the rebounds, all the backdoor feeds. Like, that just doesn't make any sense. And just have the wingers cover the point? Like, fuck that, no. I'm willing to give up the point to help out, you know, with a one-timer wide. You know what I mean? That's at least how I look at defense. Yeah, underdogs choke. Did they lose to Empire or did they lose to Icebreakers? I don't know which side of the bracket they were on. I didn't get a chance to see any of those games. First game, so I had my ear eruption. Damn, bro. Yeah, are you feeling all right? Hopefully it's getting better for you. Let me play this game for club finals and get top 100 every time. I don't even see for club finals is like almost lost its meaning for me. I mean, I do like what they did. If you think about it, at least adding a playoff kind of atmosphere in some way. I kind of wish that you could like choose, like I wish there was a mode where you can like choose to play a team, maybe not best out of 7, because that's a crazy damn commitment of time in one setting if you're gonna play the same team 7 times, but at least like a best out of 3 or something, and like move on. Like, that would be cool, right? Like, do it like have like a league almost, but like EA Sports does it, you know? It was Empire. Okay, cool. Yeah, Empire's the team that's kind of sneaking their way up there. That's one of those teams that's like, I don't think they were necessarily top 5. Like, they were a team that kind of came together. They all were on like separate teams, I think, right? And then they kind of came together. They picked up the right pieces, and I mean, you got guys that, I mean, they're quite good, honestly. They won game 5, 1-0. Also, it came down to game 5. Yeah, for Caps Gaming, anybody doesn't know, it's the best out of 5, right? So you have to win 3 games. So that means it was a 2-2 series tie, and they won it 1-0. Crazy. Okay, let me Let me see. We do need a center, but we do need a left winger, but we do have somebody that was waiting to get in. So I want to see if he's still around. He was in the waiting room for over an hour. So can't hear one side. Hopefully, hearing comes back in a few weeks. Yeah, that kind of sucks, man. Yeah, no, we're good. We got all these guys here. So all these guys as well are signed up for or trying out for a spot. So it's the same thing there. New fresh set of guys. Guys that played, in my opinion, will get a full point. So if I don't give you a full point, let me know. But yeah, for like nights like this where we play pubs, like all you really need is 2 games for me to decide whether I'm going to give you a half point or a full point if you're trying out for esports. Now, when we get to sort of, I guess, the next phase, this is where IGHL, Aftershock. Okay, these guys, well, these guys are, if IGHL is a league, I'm assuming it is, they're allowed to use whatever the fuck they want, as you can see. Maybe not power forward. I'm not sure. You would think that'd be something that they'd use. But elite traits is on the board. Wheels is on the board. Or maybe they're just not caring. Look to be an OV spot. Let's see if we can do it. I mean, I should have put on a better 1T trait. The only reason I'm using quick release is because I don't think we set up one-timers that often. If we do set up one-timers, I can then boost it up to a all-star level. Some people even recommend to use Rocket instead of 1T. I don't know. To me, I'm still sticking with 1T. Because I think it has a chance to not trigger if you don't actually, like, full swing into it. All right, let's see it. Let us see it. Here we go. Little rotation, little full reset. Pick that there. Scored right off the draw. Right off the first rush. I had an option to pass the green. Wanted to see if the goalie would bite. Sometimes you want to test the goalie a little bit. I got to just take it to the net. That's where quick release comes in. But you see how we're able to get in, right? Red wasn't able to, you know, cleanly get in, but the puck was able to bounce our way for a chance, and it became up basically a 2-on-1. I'm going right up for this one. Are you kidding me? The calls for green? I'm trying to get those passes a little bit, like, smoother. I don't even think you can, really, from that angle. Where I'm, like, spun all around. Because, like, as soon as you press in the right trigger, your guy then starts to turn back around. So it kind of cuts off the ability to pass, I think, strongly from behind your back, unless you do it very quickly, maybe. Trap defense. Nice. Quick up. I'm gone, baby. I am gone. Delay. Green, a shot. Good save. See what we got. I'll go down low for him. Back to him. All right. Or just a puck stop, right? Because, like, it hit nothing. I actually shouldn't. I should have broke away. I just feel like sometimes I want to attack. The pass up. Get past the first layer. 2-on-2 with a third in the rush. A little too much, though. Gotta see where the hell I'm at now. I'm rotated now. I'm just going to play center for the time being. Rush there. Hold it to the outside. Cut play. We're able to work our way back. And then now we're back playing where we want to. Yep. We can forecheck, then just work our way back. Right back into us. Perfect. Back up. Find red. 2-on-1, but scored. I think that deflected off their defenseman. But quick counter attack. Able to get it up. work it to, right? That was like a give and go. Worked it to red, and it became basically a mini 2-on-1 for an option, right? Kind of put that defenseman in a tough spot. I think he had I think he blocked it, and it worked. You know, it kind of deflected off him and in, or maybe it was the goalie. A weird animation if that was the case. Yellow. See what he can do here. Work it out wide. I'll go around side for him if he wants. Give me the puck still. Damn, just couldn't get it. Got to angle him off a little bit if I can. Press there if we can. Able to take it there. Nice. Red. Tough there. I try to work my way back. Oh, he found that pass. Oh, I got to work that way back to the middle. We're fine with that shot. Here's where quick plays if we can. I'm working what? Nope. I tried to, but I could not turn. I could not turn for some reason. So full reset. Nice. Able to get it by. Try to find. There's red or green. In the playback. T 1-on-1. Red support. Shot. Steer to the corner. I'll try and help out that. No boarding call. Shot deflected. How did they get full pressure? Off of what did they get full pressure? I feel like it's weird right now. Green to the outside. Try to get around. He was able to. Now we gotta now I gotta conserve stamina again. Yep, there we go. So the defenseman tried to take it in. Trap defense kind of forces that to happen. Once you see the forwards kind of stop near the blue line, I feel like whoever's closest to the puck could actually try to attempt to then pursue the defenseman trying to break it in. If I can press, nope. Yep, back check support. I'm gonna help out. Winger there. I work my way back to the point. Off my stick. Still goes to Domi somehow. Try to help out there. Red, nice stick. Around for green. One-on-one, or not really one-on-one, but I'm going to the outside. Back door. You got a stick on it. Shot off the side of the goal. We'll take our chances there. Good press. Quick up if possible. There's red. I should have already been full throttle, to be honest. Backhand scored off the... deflected off the pad to red. I like that transition, right? You had green. Press the guy to the boards. Then there's a quick up. Or I think, was it... I'm pretty sure it was green that did that. And then... or what? Maybe it was teal that did that or something. I don't know. Then green picked it up, and then he goes back up to the play. Whoever hit the guy to the boards, then it was a nice quick transition that resulted off of that, where teal then jumped up, and then he was able to feed it over to red. Shot scored. They're able to get it back. Backhander. Tips on defense, intercept the passes do the same thing as 50-50. Well, it's kind of dependent on how you're lining yourself up. So I mean, there's like 4 things that I kind of check off when it comes to being able to intercept the pass. First thing is inside leverage, right? If you're able to get that kind of sets yourself up. Let's see, what was it? Inside leverage. Depending on how you're where your sort of positioning is, you would have to look at whether you need to, you know, sort of back skate into it, or sort of like, I don't know. Basically, if you get the blade of your stick to the blade of the player you're defending it, like if you can get blade on blade with your stick, that gives you the best chance, honestly. And I kind of look for, like, if you have 2 hands on your stick and your guys looking at the puck, blade of your stick's on the blade of the defender, then that will give you the best chance. If you're inside leverage, but your stick is on the opposite side of the guy, you can't really hope to intercept the pass because the pass is not gonna go there. If that makes sense. I do have videos on it where I've kind of tried to explain it. There's defensive videos on my YouTube channels, also TikToks, if you go through it, where I kind of explain the checklist of how to properly intercept the pass or what gives you the best chance. If you do all those things on the checklist and somehow it still goes through you on some weird BS, you can maybe say obviously it's the game or something, but I feel like, you know, I haven't really had too many passes where I'm like, oh yeah, you know, I was there, but I wasn't. Like, there was always at least one thing that was kind of weird from it. See what they do here. You do want to be able to push. I mean, I guess that also works, but I feel like I don't like necessarily doing that too much. You tried a slap shot play. That only works, I think, if you have a comm that tells you that, or if you really do see the guy sprinting and you kind of know. That's a chemistry play there, I think. So here it's kind of more simplified. You can't really go for those types of plays. Nice. And somehow that jumps the stick of green. It will be icing again. That's all right, though. That is all right. Face-off win. There it is. Go to the outside backdoor. Oh, he made the save. What hit me? I don't know why I'm picking up my teeth. Try to work to the middle, maybe? Cut down low. Out in front, scored. What a freaking play. Down low to then in front. I try to be open for like a high 1T almost, like in the middle slot 1T. And then I try to work back to the middle. I saw green from the left post. So I try to work myself to the right post as quick as possible. Just try to get myself a better angle on the shot if he did pass it. Damn, bro. Good freaking plays, honestly. But this is kind of the damage that you kind of expect, right? If we are esports bound, scored. Wow. He just gave it to the defenseman. Hey, put the puck in for me, would you? And he did. Now, some guys, right, especially the guys that kind of know what typically happens to, or what has happened to me previously on the channel, will be like, oh, yeah, that guy's a Hack Attack 34 subscriber. Guy putting the puck in his own net. It's like, if you know, you know. Good freaking breaking. No way he jumped that, though. Nope. We're going to forecheck that one. Maybe that. I just couldn't get it. And it's literally the 5'10 reach, right? I don't have that reach on my stick to get that. Out in front. Nice save. Patience there from the goaltender. No. I got to be able to do something. I have a chance to do something. I just don't know how to freaking LT within like literally a half second. Try to get it to green. Able to. Penalty. Sauce it over to open space. Teal. Got to work to the middle. Maybe for a shot. Now, of course, I'm just not there to like get the tip, you know. Did I mind trick that? Yeah. Put the puck in for me. Then he did, you know. Easy. I think if that's all you gotta do. You see the difference in the save percentage there, eh? Try to work it. Yeah, give me that. Aggressive on the poke check. I was gonna try to work some kind of goal line play. I want to try to see if Red can kind of sometimes position himself to the right post. I mean, maybe if I'm like down low, I can maybe try to work a goal line play. I'm not sure if he knows the play that I'm talking about. Green scored. They couldn't clear, and they actually caused another penalty. It should still be, I think, 5-on-3 then. Maybe. Because if it's a delay call there, because we were on the power play of a 5-on-3, yeah, it would just add on another 2 minutes, I think. Now we have a long 5-on-3 yet again. Oh, damn. This is also why I don't like when guys are they backpedal as forwards on the break-in. I don't think facing, I know it makes sense for hockey purposes, like realistic hockey, to look at the guy, right, to then work a give and go or something if you're going to do that. But I don't think facing the puck makes sense in this game. Like, because that kills your momentum to try to get in with speed. Especially if they're going to hold the blue line, you're just basically going right into them, and you're not going to be able to get by them. Minute 8. Still got time. Could set something up here quick. One time. Oh, he was looking for it. I'm pressing. We are on a 5-on-3, so we can press. I mean, we could send almost like all 3 forwards onto the guy. Shot scored. He got off his post. Can't do that as a goaltender. I don't know what the hell this camera view is after the goal. Like, the overview of the camera, it just doesn't fit in this arena. And they obviously haven't programmed better camera views for that type of shit. The blast. Shot again. Let's see if I can trick him. There's for Green. Oh, what a save. Got full pressure. Worked right post. Oh, wow. For Green. Good play there. Quick back into the zone. Scored. Get out of here, dude. This team's nothing. And another trip. But I think there, yeah, the game's over, man. Come on. The game is over. See, this is where when you are supposed to be able to beat the team, where it's a team that you could tell is kind of like near us, but we obviously have better skill. You should be able to break down what parts of the game a team has better than the opposition when you look at it. We have the better skill. You could say we have more chemistry, maybe. Because, I mean, but skill and chemistry, I think, go hand in hand, you can kind of say. In some cases. Natural chemistry kind of comes out when you have guys that understand exactly what they're looking for at a certain level. Like, the higher you go, the more the game looks pretty much the same around, you know? When you have guys that are less skilled, new to the game, all different types of skill levels, guys that kind of range. You kind of have a whole different spectrum, a wider spectrum of the type of game that you're going to see. Nice poke check, honestly. But what they call us, they call it a timeout or something. They're like, hey, 8-1, we can still get in this game right now, right? If we call a timeout here. Like, I don't know what in their mind they're thinking that's going to happen, but maybe they just want to waste the time of us, but I'm still going to play the same. Like, we don't need to be crazy here. We just keep scoring and try to put 20 on them, honestly. Like, keep the exact same level of play. No need to change what we're doing or be too aggressive in one area or another, unless you feel like the re kind of makes sense for that. Back off the post. The post again somehow off the side of the goal. Penalty. Yeah, I mean, this team, a lot of penalties. You can tell that's a skill related thing. Back. Oh, I tried to beat him. I definitely had a chance for that 1T, though. Yeah, but that is right there, 200 feet away from your net. Poke check, horrible penalty. Like, that's just bad. You just can't have that. Here we can press. Like, here we can forecheck. Like, power play or full pressure opportunities, we can go and forecheck. And yeah, they're like, hell no. The goalie's like, I'm out of this lobby. He's like, hell no, I'm done. Let's see if that's the level we got. So all the guys that are in the lot or that are in the game here do not have to stay in the waiting room, voice chats. They could leave, right? Because they're obviously in the lobby. The waiting rooms are for the guys that are waiting to get in, or like are not in, or just there to kind of signal that, hey, I'm on board, I'm on deck, waiting to get in. That's the reason for the waiting room. So you can leave the voice chat that you're in if you're already in the game. You know, like you don't have to remain there. But if we do have 6 guys, like I said, scrims are on the board at all times as long as we have the number of guys. If we don't, we don't, right? I mean, if we don't, we don't. But we tried to set up earlier in the stream. We just couldn't get... Well, we lost 2 guys. The 2 guys that said that they were going to play did not play. Right, I really don't like that, but... And we kind of wasted like 20 minutes of our time trying to set it up. But, yeah. So, I mean, if we have... And another reason why we do this, too, is that... You know, if we have 1 player at each position waiting, we can get 6... Which means we can get... a scrim going. We can keep the guys that are here now in, and then we can get the other scrim going as well, if we want to. So technically, we got... Well, we have all but a center, because the center is in this game currently. So if we do have another center that wants to play, we can get 6s going. Technically, right? Now, for me, I would have to... actually, no, because I would have to actually still... Because Viper would be in, he'd be across from me. He would have to play... he would be right winger. I mean, I can't have him matched up against me, to be honest. Because it's kind of like... It's not necessarily unfair, but it's like... Yeah, we're not really wagering a point then. I mean, we are. I mean, I can just still play it the same, where he would just gain a point or lose a point for a game if we, you know, whatever happened. But ideally, the way that I would want the scrims to go would be I would be center, or not center, I would be goalie. So then we'd have 5 guys potentially wagering a point against another 5 guys, right? So if there's another right winger, we can get that matchup going. But we would still need a left winger. And then another center. So it's still not really possible right now. It's the same thing that we had before, where it's like, oh, you know, we got two guys trying to get it. Well, I mean, it really doesn't matter. Like, you know, ideally you want to have, you know, 5 guys on each... for each position, right? Like matched up with another guy, right? That's competing for the same spot. You know what I mean? Then that makes those that's what makes the games more entertaining and worth something, right? Like because here's the deal. In order for a point to be wagered, like you kind of have to you have to have somebody that's already in that already has points. You know, that already has points accumulated up to, you know, whatever point to basically wager the point, basically. So like Viper would have to play somebody that's also has some kind of points for him to wager 1 point. Otherwise, if he wins, he would be getting double the points. That's how I kind of went for it. So like I don't want us to randomly match up because we're trying to fill spots. Like if we do it for 1 position, it makes sense, right? But if you have multiple positions doing that or something, like that's where it kind of just doesn't work. Let's see what we do here now. LG NCAA team, bottom of the league team. Is that what this is that we're playing? Well, the guy's got the, I don't know what that was. Is that like a demon skin? Alright. Oh, I was hoping that the red was going back door. I mean, it still deflected off the guy anyway, so it probably wouldn't matter. Yeah, this is the part where I'm like, I'm going back and forth. Now I'm at like no stand trying to get up. Maybe go back post. Scrambled. Oh, almost had it there. Nice pick. Here we could choose to rotate. Dump and chase. That's actually not bad. Holy shit. And I couldn't get it still because I'm ass. It was one hell of a dump though. But we don't want to overdo it. Ideally, a dump and chase is only really good for if you have guys with speed going into the zone. If it's like everybody's already stopped, it doesn't really work. Kind of loses its purpose. We do have a guy down. I'm going in. I'm skating this, finding it. We got the rush here. See if I can rotate back quick. 2-on-1. Ah, that's tough. Yeah, that's the only problem when you have... I mean, I don't know if I should have technically rotated a little bit quicker there because red was in the play, like kind of deep into the zone, I think. So if I was back quicker, like sooner... Because you don't really see rotations from like the far side guy kind of rotating for the opposite defenseman. Especially at the winger position, I feel like it's just less seen. Got it for Green. There's Green scored. He found the open space. I don't know why there wasn't somebody like full on trying to pressure me down low. Gave me a lot of time and space to find the pass. That's why I don't like that defensive, like they're playing contain like through the middle. You got the guys at the point kind of like not really helping out their defensemen at all. Damn, I got hit there. Here, rotate it back if we need to. We're gonna quickly transition it back up. It's got to be very quick on the give and goes. That'd be the only way that would work. Like, if we do rotate, I mean, it happens a lot with a lot of teams. I don't think every single team's gonna do that, where it's like you want to just full rotate it back every time. There are clean ways to go in off like a half rotation, but it has to be very clean in terms of how you do it. Quick passes, and guys have to be going like almost timed up the ice to find those passes. Like here, we have to rotate all the way back then. Work it around if he wants. I could have went for a wraparound there, but I'm not that skilled. I'm in front. I can't just turn, like spin around and shoot. I gotta wait till I complete the full fucking turn. Oh, I was trying to pull off a sick ass play, but of course the game didn't want me to do that one. Finds Green. Back. Wow, recharge. Damn. What a freaking save. But that's the offense that we're creating. A lot of quick transitions. Quick transitions to the net. 88. 79%. I don't know how you don't say that's a 99.9% chance. It's only because he has his glove there. Seems a little bit better. We'll go back to the point. Found with that block. Yellow's up. Shot. You see how like yellow's up, so I can quickly rotate behind him. I feel like it's just kind of tough for like if you had both, you know, winger and defenseman on the same side, kind of up in the play, and the center's not the guy that rotates back. It's tough for like the far side winger to really make that happen. I feel like, if I'm thinking about it from just like what I'm seeing, it can happen. I just feel like it really don't see it too much because you need somebody on the far side. If you feel like if you have three guys deep on the same side, that's kind of just not good on whoever's on that side, really. You know. Wow. What a fucking bounce. EA Sports giving us some puck luck. Love to see that, but hey, at the right time, at the right place. I feel like the game does have those programmed bounces where it's like a guy sends the puck on, deflects off him. You got a guy sort of driving back post at the same time. Oh, yeah, they're in the right place. Let's just give him that bounce. Well, maybe? I don't think I have it. Yeah, dump and chase. Let's see how effective that is. Oh, it actually was. I was trying to do some slick shit, but I don't know what that was. It was still a quick release. I was trying to do like a little, you know, pull it back to like a backhander, but like I do a stupid, I don't even know what that was. Toe drag to a quick release shot, far side somehow. That was weird as hell. Yep, see, now they're forechecking, so yeah, quick pass over to the opposite defenseman. Really good play there. There's the goal line play right there. Like, I'm trying to find that pass, that type of cut. Now, if you think about it, right, we could look at that again, but that's the kind of look that I feel like could be so seamless in the offensive zone. Teams don't know how to defend it sometimes, like a lot. It's a very quick, easy play. You work it down low to a quick cut. Because some guys are worked to the perimeter, right? As soon as you start to go that way, they then get drawn that way. Then you work back to the inside. It's not like you're working back to the slot. You're working for a cut play down low from like a weird angle. That is a play that should be seen a lot, especially against these teams. These teams are not going to know how to freaking defend that. But that is like the type of cut that I'm like looking for from Green. That was a really good job there. Really good. Like, we could use that every single time until they stop it, you know? It's gonna go in eventually. So it's like, I see that, I'm like, all right, he's gonna go down low here to then I'm trying to find, yeah, like this type of goal line play. Now, if like, let's say Green was somehow closer, I think just the pass itself kind of pulled him to the outside. If he was like here with it and he takes a shot, that's going in because of where that guy's at. That is going in every time because the goalie's not there. I think it's just a way, I don't know if it was just my pass or whatever it was. It kind of like he had to pick it up and then shoot, and it kind of drew him further away from the net. And that's what, you know, create a different angle on the shot. But that's the kind of look that we're looking for every time. Nope, he's not getting in on this. Yeah, he's not getting in on his outside. Trap defense. I have to hold the outside and force the play in. That eases pressure on the defenseman. He can hold my inside, stay over the top, inside leverage, and I can handle the puck here to the outside. That's the essence of a trap. The Ovi's office. I should just be Ovi's office and just wait for it, right? Because that's like all he does, right? Like, I should just be sitting high slot, right side circle. And just have my stick up, too. Like, not even, like, care about... Like, I want to see if there's somebody that's going to lock himself on me. That would be funny as hell. Put on, like, an Elite 1T trade on. Like a press for that. Nice. Backhander scored. They got in somehow, some way. Goes off the defense or off the goaltender. He tried to cover it. Weird ass animation. I feel like he had it too. This is the kind of stuff that you want to see. Like, these types of teams we should be able to pummel, honestly. And again, these are all guys that are trying out for a spot. Nice. Good jump there. Oh, I try to just force it. Yep, good play there. I'll work to the middle to try to cover red. So just to cover him temporarily. See what they got. Yep. Find red for green. Shot. Let's see if he can work it again. There's red. Oh my god. That felt like I don't know, bro. Like a Patrick Kane type flip. I mean, that wasn't even that finesse of a pass, though. It just looked cool from the backhand. I like those plays, though. Nice. I don't know how I didn't get that puck. Bouncing puck. Oh shit. And then look at where my guy's going. I'll help out here, support. Pressure these guys. Yep, keep them to the outside. They ain't got nothing. I don't even care. The fact that puck bouncing their way is crazy, though. There's a blast deflected. Here, yeah, I feel like we could have gotten that puck up. I mean, they're going to be pressing. I mean, all right. I mean, as long as, we want to be able to get it out, like deep into the zone if we can. Yeah, I have no chance of really getting that. Yep, there we go. Quick up. Backdoor, rebound, goal line play. Oh. Oh my god. EA Sports. Crazy puck, puck pickups. Seamless puck pickups. Nice. Give and go. I'll try to cut down low. I'll take a hit to make a play, though. Ooh. Almost. It's just like quick looks. I mean, I know it's not like always going to be good every time. Like I could probably like work a little bit more of like, I could probably control it, try to wrap it to the right side or something, control it to the right. But I just kind of want to see us try to attempt to, sort of get it. So if there's anybody that's waiting to get in, we will get you guys in after this one. So if you guys are on standby, I think we got new faces, so should be able to get some new guys in. But we do have the option for guys that have already played to come back as well, so that'll be after this game. We'll probably just get one more group of guys in for a couple more games, and then that'll probably be it. Nice. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. Nice. I could have done a better pass there, honestly. On the front. Good try. Nice, quick freaking out by them. Holy crap. Quick give and go. Able to find a cut through the middle somehow. That's also why I think the trap is where, I mean, obviously they kind of quickly rotated back up, so we weren't able to get it fully there. But I think we definitely had the numbers back. Oh, that's on me. That's on me. Hopefully you guys can get that. Got fucking wheels out there. Oh, you got that. A couple seconds. Maybe a one-timer. Oh, haha. I feel like we could definitely send it though, Just a couple, as soon as they get into the zone, look for just a quick 1-T. I mean, hell, we do that in threes all the time, bro. You know? But like in sixes, it just doesn't seem like it's seen. Oh yeah, it's all good. Yeah, somehow they just broke free. Couple quick passes. So good though. You could definitely say this team's better than the last team we played, obviously, but not too shabby. So if you guys don't have me added, you are trying to rotate in for the next set of games, just basically add me on EA. It should pop up my name, and then I'll add you, and then you should be able then to join off me. So that'll be how we coordinate. You guys want to rotate in. And if you guys are trying and you guys are interested in trying out for esports, it'd be coordinated through the Discord. First thing down below on the YouTube side, go to the Esports Tryouts channel, put in your gamer tag in the spot that you want to try out for on front. What a save. I feel like you can. They got to add like a spinorama shot. I don't know why. Actually, I feel like if you do that, you're gonna wind up screwing up and making this game even more freaking OP for offense. Red, nice cut. Defenseman could be involved a little bit if he wants to. On front. Oh, that bounced to me. Crazy. Yeah, the gamer tag and the spot that you want to try out for in the Esports Tryouts channel. That lets me know that you want to try out or that you're interested in trying out. And then I know exactly what position you're trying out for. You can only really sign up for one position to try out. I don't want you to be like multiple positions. I want you to pick a spot, your best spot that you want to try out for. Nice defense. Nice support, though, from Green. I'd like to see that. I'm saucing this to red. Shot scored. Oh, that just to be clear, that was a manual sauce. It was so unnecessary, too, because it wasn't, like, flipped over anybody's stick. It just looked cool. Sometimes when you feel it, though, you know? And sometimes you just have to execute it. No way he got that, like, puck there. He's got wheels on. Found that cut play. And knew that cut play was happening. See what they do here. They're going to work it back to the point. They will. I'm fine with that, though. Yep, yeah, nice defense. See, that's where, when it goes back to the point, then you kind of look for more man-to-man. Ah, damn it. More man-to-man, like, through, like, center and two defense, kind of covering the forwards. As the wingers go back to the point, then you can kind of have, you know, the guys be able to man-mark the wingers, basically. Or the forwards, all three forwards. Scored. It's in. Somehow he poke checked it in. Bouncing puck. Maybe I should play winger more, eh? I feel like this entire stream we're just, you know, getting wins. But honestly, that's all. That's all. You know, that's all. That, you know, a lot of it is all what you guys are doing. So I'm just trying my best on the winger position I don't typically play. And in front. Hang on, ready? Ready, ready, here it goes. Ready? There it is. Oh, no. I'm just not that good with it. Here, I'm just trying fancy shit, and it turns into almost an on-man rush the other way. Scored. Able to drive to the crease and tuck it through the 5-hole. Oh, the G got an assist. We'd like to see there. Ah, couldn't get it up. No, nice defense. No, I freaking screwed over too. There we go. Oh yeah, I was trying to do an LT pivot. My guy goes and winds up for a clap bomb. Okay, that's how unskilled I am. Guys, my strength was never offense. You know, you should know this by now. For the pass, we're going help out, support down low. They're working back to the point. That's where you want to try to catch them too, and you kind of anticipate when they may use the point. Close the ice that they have very quickly. Yeah, these guys are foretracking like crazy. Which they kind of have to. Uh-oh. Look out. That guy got tripped over, guys. "45 seconds to go. So if there's anybody on standby, I'm going to reset the lobby after this game. You guys can join off me. We're going to get a goalie in here, so I am not going to be freaking playing goalie, just to be clear. Do not want to play that shit. I got no stam. Ah, I knew I was going to get hit somewhere sometime. Yep. Watch me pick up my teeth slowly. And they still... Okay. Oh, I tried to get it. Nice. Some really good offense, like really good plays, honestly. Both ways. Good defense, good transitions, good offensive, you know, cycles at times. I mean, obviously, right? Like, it's always gonna have to look, you know, that much better for it to be like a final product by any means. I mean, we're not facing teams with that much talent at all, really. I mean that in the nicest way possible, but still kind of has to be known a little bit. But yeah, like if you take a look at that one team that we faced, right? Like, you can kind of see just the amount of strides that we would have to take with a certain group of guys, right? Now, understand this, right? First of all, I'm going to reset the lobby, right? We got full, like a new set of guys, right, coming in. Or whoever is new can join off me first. So everybody who just played or played previously, and the first group of guys, if you are trying to play, just wait till I say that you guys can join back. I do want to have a goaltender, so if Crowing wants to come back in, or maybe Mantis wants to stay, that's fine. But the guys that haven't played can join off me and get back in if you only play like that one game. You know, yeah. So for Danny, he can come back in. But yeah, we'll do that. But again, as far as like, you know, trying out and stuff like that, like even if you're leading the pack, understand that this is kind of just to get to the next phase, right? Like what the leaderboard kind of represents is basically you will be given the first look when we do go to the next phase. Now, you will be given chances to sort of improve. That's where like I start to do more gameplay breakdowns of like scrims that we play. So we'll actively look. What the second phase is looking for more scrims against other teams, right? What we're doing here, like to try to get scrims, is just kind of more staying in house with guys and kind of having more of an even matchup where it's like, all right, we're not facing teams that have chemistry, that have tons of talent, so much chemistry, all that kind of stuff, right? The scrims are only just to kind of look and see, get more guys in, right? They're trying to try out and just kind of get a glimpse of the talent that we have on the board with more guys, like just us, right, playing. That's kind of what that was, and kind of spice it up too when you kind of throw in a couple points there, here and there, you know? But if it's not able to do it, then that's fine. But still, when we do eventually get to the second phase, it'll be what basically, I don't know exactly, but I'm kind of thinking top 3 guys if they are still intended on playing. It may even just be top 2, to be honest, because if you look at what we have from each position, right, you can see the guys at 4 or 5 points, 3, 4, 5 points. Those are the guys that are kind of, all right, they've been here for a little while, right? So they're showcasing their commitment. But there's some groups where it's like we only have 2 points here, we haven't seen them in a while, 1 point, half point. Those guys are eventually just going to get dropped anyway, because they haven't shown up and they just aren't playing, right? But when we eventually get to the next phase, we will then take a closer look at the guys. First, you know, the number 1 ranked guys for each group will be given a first look, right? And then we'll try to get, you know, those guys will at least be given the chance to do it. That's when we may move to, you know, Wednesdays and Thursdays for scrims. I mean, we'll take a look exactly when that fits into everybody's schedule. But to be honest, right, if you can't make Wednesdays and Thursdays, you have no chance to play in esports, because those are the 2 days specified for esports. If you can't make those days, and it'll be like LG times, right? So it'd be, you know, 9 EST, right, start time, 8 Central time, right? So that'll be like, but we'll be trying to scrim like 7, 8 o'clock or something like that. I'm not sure, but it'll be around that time, right, when guys are playing. And kind of the scrims are a hit or miss, but I feel like Sunday through Thursday are the days where guys typically look for scrims, because they're like warming up for games and things like that. But I still think those are good looks, right? Those are good scrims to find. Fridays, I don't really know. Like if I were to check now, right, teams that are looking for scrims, right? I mean, well, there is some teams, but like there's not that many. It's a Friday. At least in the esports discords, there's not really teams looking for scrims right now. If we go to LG, for example, let's take a look if there's any scrims there. So yeah, there is. There's like ECHL scrims, there's CHL scrims, and that's for Friday. There's AHL, and then there's NHL. Okay, so there are teams from the LG games. But I think they're trying to look for more like LG games, like scrim games, I think. But all right, let's see who we got here. Who we got. So do we have lefty, righty? I'm not sure. Thought we had 2 guys lined up, to be honest. Based on what we have, we can have yeah, it's weird. Like there's some guys that DM me, hey, you know, I'm around if you need, but like I feel like a lot of guys just simply don't understand what I mean by waiting, like stand by. Like if I don't get you in initially, and then a spot opens up, I'm not going to be the one to DM you, hey, come in. I mean, that's not how it should work. I mean, again, I can understand it's like, you know, from 7 to 10, you know, it's kind of a long waiting period, right? If you're not in a specific group, you may wait 30 minutes to an hour. Other stuff may come up. You may be doing some shit, whatever it is, right? Or you may be playing with another group. But, like, if guys are, like, expecting me to DM them to come in, that it's not how this should work. So the guys that are in the waiting room can come back and play, right? So we can get, I shouldn't have to DM, but I'm going to, I guess. And then we would need another guy, right? Okay, no, he's here. I mean, I technically didn't say that you guys could come back, so that actually is still on me, technically. Now, I guess I'll be switching to left wing. Why not? Let me just play wing all night. I actually need the work, too, to be honest. So this is actually good for me. I'm going to switch now to a right-handed stick, which is actually my worst spot, worst-handedness. Look, the worst spot for me to play is left wing, but hey, here we are. Let's see how good I may or may not be. Take a look. Everybody's build is good, and let's get it. So the only reason I switched over was because we needed to get Viper in, so he taking a right winger spot. So I didn't want to play goalie, to be honest. So if I had to push guys aside, that's, you know, besides the point. Now, let's see. Let me go back to the leaderboard here. Esports, let's see, tryouts. So Ty, let me ask you a question. Do you want, are you trying out for esports? Because you have been in here for a little bit, but I haven't added your name because I didn't see your name in the tryouts channel. That's the only way that I add you to the list if you are trying to actually try out. You're a hack of all trades. Okay. I mean, I am a hack. You know what I mean? That is true. I am a hack. Okay. Let's see. My old gamer tag was in? Was it? I gotta see. Because because I feel like I got you in before, but I didn't add your name. So if you were trying to get in, I could actually boost you a couple extra points because you actually were here at least a few times. I don't know. Do you remember how many times you were in? Like with how many sessions you got in? I think you were even here during some of the scrims. All right, let's take a look. So now I'm on the left side. Let's see how I do here. And see what kind of type of team we're dealing with too. Already, you could they kind of look a little bit more organized than some of the teams we faced. Maybe 4 times. Okay. Or are you just saying that because the guy who's ranked number like 2 or 3 is like has 4 points? Looking for Viper there. Backtrack a little bit. We can play some good hockey here and try to support. And my guy wants to do some weird ass shit. Nope, we had that. Quick up. Here we go. 2-on-1. One-timer. He tried it. That one-timer again. Shot. And I shot right into him. Wow. Left side wide open. Let me shoot to the pad. Yeah, I'm not a right-handed player, to be honest. I mean, because I was going towards the net, so I literally shot low right. Right into him. I'll probably put your points tie at like 3, just to kind of keep it, you know, fair, I guess. Because I don't know for sure, but you have gone in here a little while. But it is, yeah. Like we have starting to. I think the left winger position. There's only really one guy that's like actually active. The other guy that was rated up there is not really playing or hasn't really been playing. Could be a lot of different reasons, to be honest. But oh, that's on me. Yep. So we're gonna have to play locked on to these guys. Good try though. As he tried to pick it off, I think Viper was there. I don't know how that went through him. But he entered through the left. That's got to be me. I got drawn to the middle somehow. Should have just stayed locked onto the winger. He had a one-timer from the point. I think he's got a freaking shooting trade on. I don't really know for sure, but... See how we trap. Nice. Now quick transition through the left side. I fucked off, man. Wow. I thought the guy was actually going to hit me, to be honest. He, like, pulled up almost. I had a chance to literally just drive in, I think. Try to just quickly get it over to red. And then, of course, as I'm doing that, I can't stay inside. I can't get it through. Quick transition. Cut play. Back across. What a play that they had. It took me a little too long to get back going again. Around side if he needs. I'm just staying there. Wow. Seems a little bit more organized. Nice find. Pick it up, man. Oh my god. Right on my blade. Is it because I have a red bar? I can't pick it up? No support down low. We're fine with that. Yeah, it's fine. Shot there. I mean, that's the downside when you do actually force it, like force a check down low, especially as a winger. You kind of give up. You give up the point, but like if he's gonna look for a deflection, as long as we're tied up in the slot, we should be fine with that kind of stuff. I didn't realize he was going for a tie up actually. Penalty. See what we got. Quick transition. Maybe find a cut play. I'll work back down low for him. Or back out wide, I guess. Love when you break down plays. Content is great. Keep it up. Oh, thanks, man. All right, big power play here. Now I could really be in Ovi's office. Actually, like true Ovi's office. I'm just gonna sit there with my stick up, waiting for a 1-T. What 1-T? You can keep it in. All right. You can get in quick, I guess. Can I not pick it up? Come on, game. I'm in front. Oh my god, my guy cannot hit anything. That should not be a penalty, right? Yeah, I was clean this up, right? Oh my god, it wasn't. Oh. To be fair, I think that was really the best timed hit I've ever seen, actually. Like, it's not really his fault the guy wasn't going for the puck. The puck was right next to him, so... I mean, that's like a good penalty, in my opinion. Like, it's not even a penalty, actually. 4-on-4? You don't really see that at all. What a freaking send, though. Holy crap. We're going for it. Try to just sneak it by. Hoping the fucking puck would just bounce in from some angle. Work it back. Here's a blast. Rebound. They got it. Right, being there at the right time, at the right place. Those puck bounces are definitely programmed, you could tell. But, I mean, I'm not even really seeing a threat from them shooting at the point like that. See if we can get something here. Shot. We are getting shots, but I mean, we want to try to look for something other than this like simple wrist shots. I mean, the goalie is holding short side, so those looks are obviously like something that he's seen, nailing down. He's not jumping on any cross crease or anything like that, or at least any opportunity for a cross crease. Yep, here we got a pressure. I think he tried to go for a hit. Trap defense, they're a little bit patient with the puck, but they're not very good in terms of entering the zone. Like, nothing that they're doing should be easy access in, right? We should be able to hold them in pretty much at the blue line. We can move this puck. I'm around there. Send. I try to find Teal. Good defense if possible. Shot, good save. Well, it's one of those periods that you kind of want to scope out. Be like, all right, this is what they got. They don't have anything crazy. They had 2-point shots. One went straight in, and the other one was a rebound when they initially got it. You could tell their left D, the right point, that the way that we're seeing it, the right side point, is the guy has a shooting trade on. If they're getting offense from that angle, we do want to, I guess, play a little bit tighter point there. I mean, a one-timer from the point, I don't think that those really are that. Like, those are, like, I'm willing to give up that look if that's all they got. I mean, I don't know. I mean, that's like a fluke one to go in. The one off the rebound, like, here's a clap bomb that got the that got deflected somehow. That one, I mean, it's kind of another fluke one, right? Because it lands right on the blade of that guy. I mean, you can't really say too much as long as we stop the the deflection from the slot. Kind of ideally what we'd want to do, but there's nothing too crazy that they're doing. But as far in terms of them entering the zone, we do want to be able to sharpen up our trap a little bit, like kind of be a little bit patient, understand the options that they're trying to look for, and just kind of man mark properly, and then kind of funnel ourselves towards the puck here if he chooses to skate it in. I don't think they have much, right? And you could blame the first one on me, obviously. That's what led to the 1T goal. Because they did enter from the left side. And then break-ins, we want to be able to sharpen that up as well if we can. I think quick break-ins are probably the way to go for us right now. Can I pick it up? No. But it is a lot of, like, we're getting rushes, but no shots, like no effective shots. So that is on the force. We have to be able to clean it up our looks when we do get the puck in. So, like, here, we got to be able to get some kind of high percentage shot, or at least a penalty for a power play. But we get rushes, we have to be able to friggin' produce a little bit. Like, you can blame it on me. I'm a right-handed player, trying my friggin' best, honestly. But we want to be able to get some good high percentage looks, not just straight shots on. We want to look for high percentage looks. The goalie's tested. He's already kind of passed some of the more, yeah, like that. What I'm doing is just simply not good enough. You know what I mean? Like, bench me, my mother. Like, holy crap, coach, get number 34 off the damn ice at that point. I don't know what that was there. That's not like that was even Ovechkin-esque at all. You know what I mean? Weird as hell, though. Let's see, though. Find it. Potential, but he's got quick pick. I mean, we'll be able to get our chances. This is not a team that I'm seeing that they're going to be super well very well defensively. It's all going to be based on what we can produce when we do have these chances. One goal here could turn the tide very quickly. This should be an easy win. He tried to go for a deke face-off. We want to send two guys. Might be able to find me on a cut play, though, too. Backdoor. Yeah, we just can't get it, man. We definitely had options, man. Quick up, red. To the outside, he draws another one. The second one he drew. I mean, those are points to you if you really think about it. I like to see that. But you see the difference. They got 2 power play. That was that power play goal, really? That was what they scored on? I thought the first one was a 5-on-5. We can get in. Work it out wide, maybe. Like, send it down low. We can work down low. They're not holding that. Hang on, I gotta get back over here. Ain't no way he got that. Goes for red. Shot. Try to get a rebound. All right. No way that guy got that stick on that back door. Holy shit. Oh, that's puck gets sent flinging up high. I'm going to back up for an Ovechkin. Oh, we had that. Yep, here, both me and Blue got to be pressing. Hey, you want to hold it like that? Let's friggin' get that puck. But the two defense be passive in those situations. Red could even be passive, right? Because they could get a rush. You don't want to send more than 2 guys at the very most. Even on a 5-on-5 situation, you wouldn't do that, right? But a power play, you don't really want to send, you know, I mean, you could say send an extra guy, but they could potentially get 3 guys up somehow. Although it would be bad for them to do that. You could almost say the centerman could play aggressive, but kind of like a middleman aggressiveness. Like, he's not going to be super aggressive fully to the guy, but he can maybe play a lane if he wanted to. Shot blocked. Backdoor score. We got it through. Good force. See, you force the back door. Let them defend that. Right? If you test them short side and he gets it, passes the test, then let him test the backdoor feed. Let the defenseman get tested. That guy's there, but he's not. If you think about it, he's got to be like right up on my ass, and he's not. Those plays, you could actually look at that. I don't know. Somebody's got to remind me either in the intermission or at the end of the game. Ah, damn it. To like look at that goal, because that defenseman was there, but there are some signs of him not being there. And they got it off the broken play. The puck bounced somehow, some way. Yeah, we're trying to go back up. The defenseman got caught. Honestly, the defenseman gonna just stay home on their right side. I mean, yeah, you can say it's BS, but that's the game of EA Sports NHL. I mean, that is hockey too. Bounces like that do happen. You got to be able to. We do want to be able to stay a little bit more. Shot scored somehow. He got through again. See, you got to test them. Test them once. They didn't get it. Test them again. They didn't get it. Just keep on forcing that. If we can get that from the angle every single time, hey, until they make an adjustment. They have not done that yet. Get down low. Hoping for a bounce my way. That would have been crazy. Try to help out. Maybe get a quick back up. Well, I got hit. Force. Oh! Found teal somehow. I tried to find blue, actually. Back post. But I think because I held it down, it goes to the furthest guy. Who's going to find teal. But either way, high percentage look there. Yep, I got hit. It's another power play. It's bad on the defense, man. I kind of like that team logo they got. Like, that one fits like well to like a lot of color schemes, bro. It looks really good. I just like it. You saw they're very, very aggressive. Shot. How do they get it on a PK? There's no reason, man. I mean, you could send 2 guys to be. I mean, I don't know how that happens, to be honest. He had like 4 guys out of their freaking spot. Man, let's go 5-on-3. Why not? Team's notorious for getting penalties, though. If you're a little bit patient with the, you know, a little bit patient with the puck. Here, though, like, we should be able to send 3 guys towards the puck and have 2 guys back, essentially. Five on 4. See if we can cash in again. Quick there. Read option. I got freaking injured there too. I'm getting up real slow. Yeah, we still want 3 guys back. Like, if they're gonna be aggressive, that's got to be something that we actually mark and be like, all right, we got to be a little bit more passive here. Shot on. So again, the guy is tested short side and he's getting it. If we can get if we can send the cross crease, send it. Like, send the back door. They have not, every time they've been tested, they have not passed on like certain defined looks. But the goalie is there for short side. So I would actually be, you know, looking for more of those passes back door. Just throw a freaking sauce in the middle, imagine. Oh my gosh. Oh, nah. I don't know if I got pulled up. It's on me to try to hit that. Based on where we were. Give me that puck. Here we can still trap it up. 1 goal against, or like one goal that we're trailing. It's not third period yet. We don't have to be too aggressive with like a forecheck by any means. Oh, they still got a chance here. This is risky. Holy shit. I mean, we're probably only going to play 1 more game, Ty, honestly. The only reason I picked left wingers because all the other spots were filled. So. No, the guys, like, the guys in the second group, like, pretty much everybody got a freaking point, to be honest. I mean, I don't know how you can give anybody a half point based on the performance that we had. As far as like next week though too, like next week Friday, I don't know, but I feel like it's gonna be one of those like short streams again that I got. For probably a couple hours max. If we want to get scrims for next week, we got to, I mean, we got to get guys to commit to it and actually freaking stay around for it, you know, whether it's for 7 or 8 o'clock. Like, we can get a couple scrims in, you know, if we have the guys there. Look at this. I mean, the guy is there. Like, these are the, here's the thing too. These are the guys that complain that they can't, that they can't defend. These are the guys that complain that oh my God, the puck is going through. I'm right there. No, he is not there. I can tell you with absolute certainty he is not there. Just to be clear. Now, that first goal, you can maybe, I do want to look back at that. That second goal, nah, bro. He is not there. He is not there by any means. Even though he's close to me, that does not mean that he, oh my God, his stick should be getting there. No, no, hell no. Guy's not. All right. Nice. All right, so here we could be a little bit like around like the 10-minute mark. I can maybe say we can try to get some kind of forecheck going. Just, yeah, nah. See if we get the puck up. Gotta give it to you. Out across, scored. Nice jump there, too. You saw that blue was down, or because I think it was, yeah, it was red to the right, right? Blue was down, so teal field on the opposite side. That's typically what will happen. Wow, what a pass. Was that Tate to Tate? It was a soft suppress. The guy shot it midair. He one-teed it midair. See what we got. Back to the point. Yeah, they got shooting trades at the point. I'm still fine with those shots. I mean, I could play tighter if I feel like there's nobody to cover in the slot to help support. No other high percentage look. I mean, yeah, I would have to play a little bit. The guy just shot it right away. I had no time to really get back to him unless I picked off the lane. Nice. We're there, good defense-wise. Can't somehow get the puck up. This is where trouble happens. Shot. Now we got to play a little bit more collapsing here. Shot deflected. I mean, they got another 1T option available. We get it deep. That's all. Yep, that's all we need. I'll just recover. Oh, I didn't realize I had the pressure icon on. Blue shot. I think if you have a little bit more patience, we could set up a backdoor feed, man. Like, we are getting rid of the puck a lot. I think the goalie's just there. The goalie's just making those saves. Like, oh, see, imagine, right? And for some reason, I don't know how I couldn't get that, though, to be honest. That was a good feed. I can help support there, help support there. Yep. Get out of here, bro. Oh, my gosh. Oh, see, look at that. The only way that they could stop me. There it is. The only way they could stop me is freaking trip me. Yeah, their defense is shaky, bro, when it comes to trips. I feel like both defensemen are getting the most trips there. Have to set up lineup like in on Thursday. Well, like, that's the thing. It's because, like, we didn't really have 12 guys that signed up. So that's why I didn't really even set it up. I mean, I could attempt to be like Group A, Group B, and then be like, try to pick a team like that way. But it would still be like, all right, we need this guy. We need another winger. And if we just don't get it, kind of just defeats the purpose. Oh, I got to be able to move the puck, honestly. I'm trying for a PK, short-handed. We got the guys. The first shot, they got the tip. I mean, those are dangerous tips, man. It's one thing if they're going to shoot from the point. It's nothing if it's not deflected or screened, right? You see, this is a team that is using the point to their advantage. They've scored 2 goals from it. I'm not even sure. I forgot how the 3rd and 4th goal went in. But, like, that is their chosen look. They don't even go for those, like, those types of looks. I have no stand here. That's a penalty. What? Good patience, though. I'm literally still picking up my teeth. I don't know how. If I got hit a little bit. If I can feed him? Nah. Quick pick. That's where quick pick comes in. Oh, they're going through. Cut play. Look for a one-timer. And see, those shots we're fine with. If they're gonna take those shots from far out, no traffic, no deflection, they're fine. 3 on. Wow, that's crazy. I'm just gonna get back. To see where we don't really have an effective trap. We're not really holding them at the blue line. Like, they are able to get in. I mean, we're pressuring them, getting hits. Oh, gosh. I think I went outside, but I feel like we were already in. No reason. Holy shit. Shot. If 4 guys in 1 corner. I mean, I don't even know how you can't really defend that way. I'm all over the place now. I went to the right side. Let's just reset back to our positions. Oh my God. How do I pull that off on the right-handed player? I can't even do that shit on the left-handed. Where it's like clean, forehand shot. How the hell do I do that better on the right side? Really? I've never practiced that friggin' right-handed. Score, man. They got it, right? Yeah, like the only way we could actually set up. The only way we could really set up scrims is to really have like. I mean, you got to have 12 guys that are ready to play, right? Like that's the only way. Like you'd have to have me and one other goalie, and then you'd have to have literally 10 guys, 2 at each position, ready to go. Because the problem is too, like, just having 12 guys doesn't necessarily work if like 3 of them are center or something or defensemen, 4 of them are like defensemen. You can't really set up scrims that way unless 1, 2 of those guys then, or like, I mean like not well 4 would be 2 and 2 on each side, but I mean like, yeah, 2 extra defensemen or something. Like you had 6 guys that were defensemen that said that they could play. 2 guys would have to then rotate to forward or something like that. Like that would just kind of cut off what we're trying to do. It's fine if we have like a mixed match at like 1. The max would be like 2 positions, but really it should only be 1 position that would have like a mismatch of where like, you know. But yeah, that's the thing. People don't show. And I think it's because people think that I should be the one to DM them, or they expect that if they sign up that they should be getting in early or something. And if time kind of goes on by at 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, then I'm like, hey, who's ready? You guys said you're ready to play. And then they're already gone. As you can see, right? The guys are like, hey, I can play, see if needed. And all of a sudden they're like, oh, I'm out because I'm playing with my squad. And it's like, that's fine if you want to do that, but I think it just shows, like, you really just shouldn't say that you're on then. Like, don't tell me that you can play. Also, PK-wise, we haven't actually been on the PK this entire stream, I don't think. I mean, maybe one time. So here specifically, I'm going to be playing left side. So whichever side Teal goes, I'm going to be trying to cover the opposite side when it comes to the neutral zone. Then I try to work myself up high. So I'm going to be playing high here. That's a good reset. We're into the zone. Maybe look for a back post. They're just able to get us, man. It's really like we have a lot of good rushes, but it's like we can't evade checks. That's our biggest problem right now. The chances are being limited because we can't get by. We can't make that one guy miss. They commit to body checks far too much, where it's like we should be able to get right by them, or at least maybe set up a quick give to somebody else. If somebody's going to go and press, somebody else has to be, you know, like, you kind of like miss it. You just move the puck before you then get hit. Like if I'm going to move it there because I've just got hit, right? Like it's just quick, just natural. You don't even really think about it. You just know to move the puck. So I got to go back to my spot. Help out there. Got a one-timer cross. I knew that guy was there. Oh, that was the guy that was attempting to cover. Shot on. Should be fine there. Quick up if possible. There it is. Be nice. I like that outlet where Teal's like almost like a, like you have 4 guys that go up, but Teal's back enough to where like we could potentially, you know, like he's only there to give the puck. And then we see kind of how the play pans out from there. I love defensemen that are able to do that. My guy did a friggin' reactive action. Quick up. Shot. Go for a wrap round. Yeah, I mean, they know how to cycle. I'm not gonna lie. They got a really good cycle game. But it's like for them, they don't know how to set up a cut play properly. They can work the point, but they don't know how to really control it to find high percentage looks. They just send the puck on. Which I guess is like, you know, it's real. And then the puck bounces away for that. It's realistic hockey, right? To go for shots. You're not going to look for high percentage plays, but in a video game where, you know, you're not just going to throw the puck on every chance you get, right? It's good hockey. You know, it's kind of how you want to play. I mean, this is insane, though. But we do actually want to look at that first goal, though. That was the one thing I did want to look at. Wait, well, first of all, I want to see what this happened. It's like a puck that just bounces their way. Like, this is where, like, a shot where it's like nothing they did was insane. It's a nothing shot that goes their way. I mean, that is hockey, I guess, right? Two guys going for it for some reason, right? Yeah, Teal just couldn't pick it up, right? He just, pass it over. And then it becomes a wide open chance. I don't know. We know what animation that was either. Where it's like, why he just isn't a simple butterfly, right? But the game is the way it is. Got 5 assists. Insane. Like, they had good cycling. Nothing they did was really that outstanding, though, if I'm being honest. They had really good chances, but here, though, we have a chance here. This is where... I mean, this guy is accomplishing all 4 things that I talk about. Inside leverage, 2 hands on a stick, players looking at the puck, staring right at it. His blade of his stick is to the blade of where I'm going to be receiving that puck, and the animation just fucked him. This is one of those opportunities where I would say he's there. He is there. He's doing everything he needs to. But guess what happens? This guy, as he's going for it, lets off. As if like he was going to grab, he was going to hit it with a skate back to his stick or something. Like he was going for it there. And then his guy just pulls up and then my guy gets it. And I just shoot it through his guy. Like, you can't chop it up any better than that, really. That guy played it perfectly, as he could have. The only thing that I could say, right, if you really feel like you can't trust the animation of the interception, what I typically do then is like a counter to it. What I do then is to get my skates basically fully in the way of the blade, where the guy can't shoot it. There's nothing he could do, right? If his skates are a little bit further out in front, that stops. Like if he's, instead of being inside leverage slightly behind me, he's inside leverage, skates are right here instead of right there, he can then get that. But he would have stopped it. He could still technically bounce in off him, but at that point, that's not really his fault. But that is if you're looking at it from an interception standpoint. He's attempting to disrupt the play by any means. He played it as perfectly as he could, but the game didn't allow him to get it. But still, though, when you play this game enough, I feel like you should know when or how to slightly change your positioning, you know, just ever so slightly. You'd be like, all right, he can't get it now because my skates are literally in his fucking face. Or right where his blade is. But you couldn't possibly get that, right?
mean, is the way that it is. Does tape to tape improve pass acceleration a lot or a little? Well, I guess it depends on how far away the pass is and if it's an auto sauce. All right, I'll be right back. Oh, you're saying accuracy, not acceleration? Yeah, it would. Yeah, it would improve the accuracy of the pass. That's the whole purpose. It goes with pass accuracy and power. You see, Chad, on that second goal, right? I mean, we saw it through like one of the replays or whatever. That guy was nowhere near where he needed to be. Even though he was inside leverage, his stick was nowhere near. His guy wasn't even looking at it. You know, his blade, his stick was all over the place. So that was the reason why he couldn't get it on the second try. So though, I think we should have, even though we scored 4 goals, we should have been able to score more. I feel like there were plenty more opportunities that we had. Their defense was ass. Their defense was ass. We should have been able to score at least 8. Nah, I'm not even gonna kid you. We should have been able to score at least 8. That was an LG team, eh? I think I've seen some of these guys before. Which tier is this? Does anyone know? No, yeah, Croy, that goalie animation was absolutely insane. I don't think I've ever seen that animation. For something that should be like a simple butterfly save. I don't know how the hell that went through you. It's not a team. Saying ECHL. Well, either ECHL or not a team. I don't know. We'll see. We'll be able to clearly we'll be able to clearly identify real quick. Take a look and see how good these guys are. No, I don't feel like teams typically just put LG in front of their name if the intention was not for them to be at least LG for some. Yep. All right. This team looks good. You can tell by the first rush. I mean, they're good in kind of quotation marks, but good to a certain degree for us. This will be a good enough look. I'm trying to help support opposite winger, but you're not even using that guy, right? 2-on-1. Guy got a lucky ass poach check. I gotta try to LT pivot, I guess. Still picking up my teeth. There's a blast from the point. Nice. What a freaking pass that was. I'm still just getting blasted. I got no fucking stam. All right, first period, you got to see how the team plays. See what kind of plays they're to be looking for. One-timer again. That breaks the stick, though. So they are looking for the point. Backdoor scored. Weird animation there. What was that from the goaltender? Well, regardless if they're not an actual team or not, I could tell that they are an LG team just naturally by the way they're playing. Like, wouldn't even matter. Regardless or not, these guys are somewhat LG players. As you can tell by their builds too, none of them had any elite traits. The goalie had, you know, a couple elites, whatever, but quick up. Across. Backhander. Back to me and scored. I don't know how you... I don't know what the hell you even say about that one. You want to talk about crazy puck luck bounces of a lifetime. One has wheels. Ah, whatever. I mean, they got builds similar to LG, you know? Like, they have no elite traits. None of them have elite traits, even if they have whatever. What a pass. Hoping for a rebound. We couldn't get it. All right, read option. He read the short side. I actually could have skated far side, to be honest. The guy literally gave me so much space, that defenseman. He's got to be able to stay a little bit tighter to that. And they try to find a cut play there. It's good defense on that. Because it's too freaking hard of a pass for some reason. Nice. I just ran to the boards. Why not? Oh, good try. Trying to back check as best I can. Play to the net, and he scored. Play with optional anymore? Yeah. We kind of just got back into it, although we're only playing early threes at the moment. But yeah, I have played with the guys recently. Just not a whole lot, to be honest. Gotta be able to get by. They haven't had much from an offensive standpoint. And they tied it. Puck's bouncing their way that time. Take it to the net. Good things happen. We can keep them to the outside as much as possible. That would eliminate that. Oh yeah, there's not much that you could do. It's really just a weird animation how it goes through like the 5-hole of the goaltender or something. What we got though? They're gonna find maybe the cut play, cut right to the net. Go in? Imagine. That would have been hilarious. I think offense towards the back half of that period was kind of stale, but led to some of their quick transition plays that they had. They're not doing anything crazy.
That's a poke check that somehow just goes to the 5-hole. Like, it's weird. Like, his pad is still not even down on the ice fully. Like, you see, I don't know if you guys saw the gap as he was going down. Like, it just, I don't know how you change that, honestly. What's your build for the new season? Oh, it's the same build. Same builds, I guess. It's just added points. There's nothing changed that they made. Like, I don't think I'm going to make another builds video because there's no point. Like, it's really just... I mean, the only builds video that I would make would be, like, non-LG related builds. That'd be the only thing that, like, left to make. What was the first one I had? Yeah, here they just got around us on the bend. We didn't have enough a solid back check to really support through the middle. But here, though, it's like... poke check. Somehow the puck still goes through, but then you just kind of like look, his left pad is fully off the ice somehow because what? It's in contact with the post. His right pad is stick. What? Like he has no chance of getting that puck. There's zero chance. PMD doesn't get much benefits compared to a DFM. Well, I mean, honestly, the guys that I know all switch back to PMD. I've actually switched back to PMD. I used to, you know, give two-way defensemen a try, but honestly, PMD is, to me, like, just the better option that I've found. Just jam play it right in front. Take it right to the net. And just freaking crash. Crash, baby. Just freaking crash. Nice find there. Who they want to go to? Here, I got to be able to support a little bit. May work back to defense. Look for a cut play. Nice. Grab there. Just take it right to the net, baby. And oh my God. Gotta help you guys out a little bit defense-wise. Yellow stepped up. I gotta be able to stay to the middle. Those are worst. The worst vibes, right, is when you pick up the puck and you're facing the goaltender. Because you know there's nothing else you could do besides pull it right back into him. They got to fix that. They got to fix the goalies. Everything about goalies. Like, totally revamp the goalies, actually. The bottom up. And then some, I mean, just continue to improve on the stick physics of the game, right? Because, like, there's a lot of weird shit that happens. You trap defense. You want red to be more engaged. I haven't really been looking at how we're positioned. I think through the middle, though, we need red to be more like strongman at the blue line. Kind of like further back. Letting them kind of get in almost, right? Like through the middle, that should be where he needs to be. He's got to be able to follow the center. I don't know if I've actually seen how he's been sort of. Take it to the outside. Let's go. Nope, not there. Nope. Maybe a little LT pivot. Nope, it's not there. Fucking 4 guys on me? I couldn't even move it. I don't even know where to move it to, actually. Yeah, I don't know. We got to be strong, man, through, like, the middle. Like, Teal shouldn't have to play center almost. But, like, he's almost ahead of red when it comes to the trap. That should not be. Give me the freaking puck. Oh. I don't know. For me, I like the sniper 5'10", you know? If I'm being honest. From, like, just a fast standpoint. Like, super fast. Puck bouncing their way, because why not?
Like, get off me. P&D skates the best. Feels elite. Yeah. That's kind of how I found. Like, I made the switch back to P&D after, you know, some time, and I haven't went back to any other build. And honestly, to be honest, I don't even know if the other builds were really even worth having to begin with. Some of the guys that are, like, really elite have never stopped using P&D. They all were still using it. It's just the other guys, the other LG guys. I'm not saying they're not high level, but just, like, guys that, you know, are just lower than the higher, you know, to the super high-end guys. All kind of, like, had their own preference on builds, and I think that's where the whole idea of, like, changing your build kind of came from. Oh, it feels better. Like, no, it really wasn't. Even though we maybe thought it was. And for center, I would have to do another test on that to really see, like, pick up your fucking teeth, dog, and grab your stick and everything. For center, I would have to do another test in terms of I would rather stick with the playmaker or go two-way forward. But honestly, my thoughts are if the PMD, in my opinion, are still elite defensively, the playmaker would still be elite center-wise. Forward, you know, it would be either playmaker or sniper, or for like winger. Like, I'm using sniper because I would rather be a little bit better offensively. I mean, I got 99 offensive awareness on this build, so pucks should fly my way. You know what I mean? And it doesn't really hurt defensively what I'm attempting to do. So from that standpoint alone, I mean, I would just use sniper winger. That's how I want to just wow. What a pass. I don't know how you set it up any better. So LT spin pivot into the boards, backdoor feed. Teal's there because I was picking up my teeth in the corner. That was insane. So Dumo used 2-way D for a few weeks. Yeah, but for Caps, he used PMD. And that's all that matters. Because, like, you could try shit out to see how it feels. But in a high, intense, competitive matchup, you're going to go with what you think is the best. And obviously, like, everybody was using PMD at that point. It would be, I mean, really what you got to see. Because I really wasn't paying attention to every single team at every single point in time. Caps Gaming Finals between Empire and Icebreakers is Sunday. If you see, all you gotta do is look at what they're using, and that's your standard. That's pretty much what those guys are using. They use it for a reason. They're winning at a high level, right? Because they got to the finals in the main esport event. They beat teams, you know. They get to that point. They know what's good. They know what is best to use, what fits their style, and their style is not that much different from anybody else that competes at a very high level. So what they are using, you should sort of just kind of see and maybe eye out what their builds are and maybe give it a shot if you're using something other than what they're using. But it isn't really that hard to know what they are using. Yep. The trap defense, very easy to get some support from that, right? Even though it goes off my skate, but the intention wasn't for me to get it. It was just for me to sort of bounce it in a better spot for us. He would then eventually attack him further. Not going to force like that, even though I probably could have. We are up 2 goals. We don't have to be too damn aggressive in anything. Work it back around for a little reset that kind of really just screwed everybody, actually. Holy fuck. Thought we maybe had an option, but maybe not. Now it was in Cap's games. Well, the games I saw, he didn't have that. If you, I mean, you could probably do it against teams that are far below you. Who was he facing? Which teams did he have it? Heck, how do you have any teeth left to pick up? That's actually a good point. I have nothing. They're all scattered on the ice. Can't even find them with some white ice. Jimmy Cap score. How the hell we allow that to happen? Guys got Thorn Battles cut mohawk and beard action going. I kind of want to put him in his place. Back to the point they go. Here's a blast. You're using the point. Nope, I saw that, man. Holy fuck. You know, you see this guy whack his stick because he missed them wide open chance, basically. Like, what was Dumoulin using in the loss against... Because, wait, he plays underdogs, right? Did they... Which team did... Wait, which team did they lose to? Was it Empire or was it Icebreakers? It's got to be one of the top teams that are in the finals right now. What build was he using then? Because that's like, you know, when you play a high... Again, when it comes down to serious league play, you're going to use... You're obviously going to use again what you're most comfortable with at a high level competitive. You know, even if it's Caps Gaming. I'm trying to fucking send it, bro. Damn. Could have caught timeout, but I'm not going to. Yeah, well, I mean, I would assume if he's using 2AD, I mean. It was to test it out, but probably just to test it out on some. Like, what if it was a team that was just like an easy, they just 2-0 sweep them? Because obviously he knew that the team that they were facing was not good at all. Like, yeah, I feel like that would be, oh yeah, it's a good time to practice. You know, maybe use something else, you know, and maybe just fucking around. Because, you know, I think when you get to that level, there's not too many teams that you can really compete there's not too many teams that can compete with your team. Like, they've been around for how many years now? And then any team can technically enter main division. You may get to a point where then, hey, you face one of these top teams, and then you're like literally no match for them. How did we end up with Nagy on the team? Like, that's probably the worst pick out of all the guys on the bench. Yeah, we gotta be able to move the puck out. I mean, I am up on the ice, but full pressure again. Back door, they got it because we don't have a right D. Wait, were we on the PK there? I don't even know what happened. Oh yeah, that's what I call him. I call him Matt Nagy. I don't even know if that's his first name or not on in the game. But I just think of the you know, Bears head coach from 2018 and how many years he coached. I don't need a Matt Nagy playing on my team, you know. And they lined up that for days. Holy shit. What I was attempting to do was quickly give it over to Red if that pass was made to me. A little bit of the like when they are trapping, we do need to have maybe slightly a little bit more patience. Like get almost to the blue line and then make a pass, like for the forward's sake. For the defense, you're gonna have to just skate until something opens up. Unless you're pressured. Yeah, I gotta play a little bit tighter though. I'm like getting pulled though. I feel like we're not really strong manning through the middle either. Oh, no way. Yeah, we don't have right D. So, like, Red's going to have to actually technically play more right D in some sense. Like, he's going to have to be a little bit more cautious in terms of when he steps if he really can't step in some cases. We're going to have to trap it up. I feel like these guys know exactly who I am, too. I'll never forget his face after the double dunk. Yeah, that guy was stunned. He couldn't fucking believe that shit. Imagine how I felt. Bro, my dad fucking left out the biggest F-bomb possible after that guy missed it. And then it took till 2025 for the next playoff game. Well, actually, we had one in 2020, but for us to win a playoff game. Because we didn't even win it in 2018. What the hell was that? What was that? We went to the face of the fan. That was weird. Nah, that was actually insane. Like, we had the whole family watching that. And then he just drops the biggest F-bomb after the guy missed it. Like, that was a sight to see, really. Oh, we had it. We just had it. Back to the way, though. Good defense. Nice D. Yeah, there's not really much that you guys can do from that. You'll just have to try to work with the AI as best as possible. I mean, for him to be a defenseman, it's kind of the worst thing, really, because they can easily get beat, and they don't really do much other than get beat pretty much. And, you know, you can't really trust them on a breakout unless you call for the pass, right? They're kind of just a liability at that point. I would almost like him as a forward to some degree, because you can still have a defenseman jump into the rush. Like if I was a right D and like the winger on my side lagged out, or even the center, I would be a little bit. Oh, I would be playing center basically. Like I would be a two-way player, both ways constantly. Yeah, Cody Parkey. The name that Bears fans just flat out despise. Can't even be worse than that, you know. But hey, new times, new generational quarterback, you could say, maybe in the making. We got a power play here. Hold up. Hold up. See what I can do here. And he just pushes me like I'm nothing. We're fine. We're fine. Too aggressive on that one. Damn it. Interference? I know you timed that hit at least initially well. But honestly, okay, yeah. There's really no point to go for that hit. Now I got to play almost defense. Can't trust Nagy to fucking do anything, so. Get the one-timer. He's got it through the middle. It's almost like Red's got to play almost right D. I got to almost play center. That's how bad it is. Unless I can just get one here, right? Yep, yeah. Let's 1-tee it. I was actually trying to call for it because I didn't think he just one-touched it to me. And then I wound up one-touching it from his one-touch. Oh my gosh. Not looking good PK wise or on the penalty wise this game. This was one of those games where I feel like we again should have scored more goals than we did. Same score, 4-4. I mean, I could care less about how many goals we get. It's the amount of chances, the amount of. That's what you look at, because there's games where you're going to score 4 with very limited chances. You would say that's a very good offensive productive game. And here we had way more chances to score more. Now they're just trying to get whatever they can. Let's see if Nagy can clear it. No, he was about to turn it over, actually. Gonna go back door. He's got it. Oh my God. I just can't send it anywhere. Got it out. I think that might be icing because he came out prior. Icing. And I think it's still full pressure against. Unless that time ticked. I did not recover anything from that. It's an icing. We can't call timeout. I don't know whoever paused. Now we wasted it too. I don't know. Yeah, this is full pressure still. Can't call it. That's why nobody should be calling pause unless it's me, man. Now we're at 0. It's 0 seconds though, but still we have no stam. They can set up a quick play if they wanted to. They're gonna send it through something. There's the one timer. No. Going for the point shots though. Why are there so many teams going for point shots, man? It is not. I mean, come on, bro. Red can't find his way through. Get out of here, Cap. All right, Nagy. See what you got, Nags. Oh, he's actually not bad there. Kind of anchored myself to the middle because I want to give him like an extra option. He didn't have anything. I don't even know. How did they get full pressure again somehow? From a cycle? I thought that shit didn't apply. Or apply like very little. No way they had that much already filled. To the point where they could just skate and get it. Doesn't even make sense to me. Look how fast this guy's going. Just hoping the puck would bounce my way, but it's not. I knew we had that, bro. Yeah, we definitely gave this one up. They had all the pressure like the whole second half of the game. But yeah, we just couldn't get the puck out. Or like at least deep into their zone. Like this is not getting the puck into a good spot. I mean, I don't really know how. I mean, we got Nagy in La La Land, right? So that's like one thing. I mean, he's just puck watching to the. This guy's dozing off. He's dozing off mid play. This guy's not even alive. Literally. He's like, oh, oh crap, I'm still playing hockey.
what is he even doing over here? Is he not a right D? He goes from the right side here. He's like, oh yeah, there's a guy here to cover, right? Nah, I'm gonna go to the left. I'm not. No, you cover him. You cover him. And then not even pursue the puck carrier and not actually handle what his job was when he did switch, because he switched to the left D position. Oh, I'm playing center now. You cover him, 34. You cover him. Like what? It's got fucking. Oh my gosh. You can't even stand it, bro. They empowered AI. All right. Well, that's it for that one. So, all right. That's enough games there. It was good stuff, regardless. I mean, you know, I liked how we played, honestly, overall. But yeah, all right. So I'll give you guys points. Kind of move on. And then we'll see, I guess, next week. We'll see if we can set up some scrims early. The stream won't be that long next week, so we can get it kind of sooner rather than later in the stream. That'd be best, honestly. But, yeah, we'll take a look at that overall. But, yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. Appreciate you guys, everybody who stopped in here. All the guys who play, GGs across the board. And, yeah, I will catch you guys next time.